Can anybody hear me? Hi, Ivy. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Carrie. Can anybody hear me? Okay. We are. Get these. Can anybody hear me? No, nobody can hear me. Can anybody hear me? Okay, cool. Yay! You can hear me! We're here. It is really weird to speak to you and know that you're here actually live, but I can't hear you speak. That is very, very strange. Okay, so you can hear fine. All right, so I was telling somebody earlier, I'm going to try to get this as squared up as possible. My little OCD brain wants to see it squared. So the end of March, last week of March, I ordered some equipment so that we would be able to do live streams with both Sharon and I, split screen. Oh, alarm's going off. So we'd be able to do live stream split screen, and that equipment still has not arrived, and it was supposed to arrive in 7 to 12 days, and it is not here. So I actually found another company and ordered the equipment again on Sunday, and that said that it should be here by Tuesday. So I fully expected it to be here by now, and it's not. So I kind of had to jimmy rig how we do this to make it work with 2 laptops and a cell phone. So we will make it work. And by next week, we should have equipment. I'm trying to get that whole pink mat in frame if I can, because that's where I'm going to put things, and see if it'll stay right there and show you the entire thing. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Hey, Jackie, you made it. We haven't started yet. I know you just got off work, probably at 6 o'clock. Ivy, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Shirley, Kathy. Carrie's here. Who else is here? Did I miss anybody? Okay. So when I comment, you're going to see me comment as Marianne Hobbs, not as Happy Paper People, because I'm using Happy Paper People to broadcast, and then in order for me to get into the chat to put anything in there, like when we go for the auction, I will have to use my own, because I can't be logged in 2 places on the same account. So while we're talking, while we're waiting a few minutes for people to come, that looks like it might be a little far away, doesn't it? Let's see. How close? Now that's a little too close. Oh goodness, there's such a weird delayed reaction. Okay, so tell me, if I lay it down here, can you zoom in? Most of you, I assume, are probably on your phones. Can you zoom in and see that? Or can you read it from where you are? I guess that's the question. Can you read it from where you are? Yeah, Shirley, StreamYard is what we'll use to do split screen. However, you cannot live stream from YouTube from a phone unless you have 1,000 subscribers. So that's why we've been pushing to get to 1,000, because it will give us a lot more option on how we do live streams and what we're able to do. Meanwhile, you can read it. Awesome. Thanks, Ivy. Kathy, you can too. Cool. Hi, Jenny. Yeah, so until then, we didn't want to wait until we have 1,000 subscribers. We've got some really fun things planned for live streams. And to me, the real fun is not just doing the tutorials and putting them out for you, but it's being able to have this interaction while we're doing them. And personally, and Sharon and I have 2 goals for our live streams. One, we want them to be different from some of the everything else that you see out there. And hang on a minute, I'm feeling like we're fading a little bit, and that might be, let me try scooting something over here for a little, see how that works. Okay, yeah, we want it to be different from all the other live streams, so it's not just the same old thing, different people. And 2, we want it to be fun. And live streams are really fun when they're interactive. And we have got, see, I'm getting too much of the, there we go. All right, just 1 second. So having to jimmy rig this, I'm having to play with it a little bit. I did a test yesterday and set it all up and it all worked perfectly, but then I couldn't leave my laptop in the exact position because I needed to use it today. So, okay. Oh, Ivy, you cannot read it? Can't, Jenny, hi, Jenny, Shirley, oh, okay. Yeah, you said StreamYard. Jackie, hi, Jackie and Jenny. Okay, so let me try this. I'm going to go over it too, but I just thought I would put it here while we're waiting for everybody to come. Let's see if that, there we go. No, almost, we're missing. Which way do I have to tilt it to get it in there? Maybe that way. No, missing the top. Okay, that's all right. People will still come in, but I'm going to go ahead and go through this because we want to get started. I've got so much stuff. Here's the thing, guys. I have got enough stuff to open a store, literally. People have walked in here and said, did you used to own a store? And I just get excited and buy enough for everybody in the city. But I'm finding that right now, I really want to spend more time on Happy Paper People and doing the things that we do interactively and the learning and growing. And I love getting inspiration from all the pictures that you post. Please continue to do that. That was a primary goal of Sharon and I in starting this group, that everybody posts pictures, because in this group, we have card makers, scrapbookers, artists that paint on canvas in watercolor, oil, acrylic. We have photographers. We have mixed media artists. We have junk journalers. We have people who do all of the above, or 1 or 2 or 3 of them, people who do completely different things. And that was the goal and the original concept of this group, was that I wanted artists from every different craft to be here, because artists all tend to see things a little bit differently through their own eyes. And I can't tell you how many things. We've got quilters and sewers and knitters and crocheters. I just keep thinking of all the other things. But I've looked at quilts and it's given me ideas to make cards. I looked at, cards or junk journals, and it's given me ideas to, sew something else. So there are just so many, hey, just paper and bling. Welcome. So many different things to learn and so many different things to try. And I want to try it all before I die. So on our group, we really want everybody to be able to post the pictures and just get inspiration from everybody. So please don't ever hesitate to post any of your creations, even if you think, well, gee, this isn't about junk journaling, and they seem to have been talking about junk journaling a lot lately, or this is not about that. So don't worry about that. There's not one focus in this group. So for tonight's sale, if you win an auction item or if you make a purchase, I'm going to ask you to please email me as soon as we're finished at Marianne's Craft Design, Marianne with no apostrophe, And I do that because too many people would forget the apostrophe. So it's just mariannescraftdesign@gmail.com. And if you would do that right away and include in that email your YouTube name, for example, Just Paper and Bling. I'm pretty sure that that wasn't her given name. So your YouTube name, because that's how I might know you on here, and your real name or given name, if it's different, your PayPal email address, and your mailing or shipping address. Okay, and those are the most critical things right there, because then I'm going to send you your invoice through PayPal. I would ask that you pay it within 24 hours because I'd like to get everything shipped up and then make one big trip to the post office and take it all together. But if you feel so inclined, I'd love for you to answer these two questions, and here's why. Every order is going to include a gift. And so if I know a little bit more about you and what you're into right now, or what you're doing, what your focus is, or what you want to learn, that'll help me choose a little gift to put into your order. So do you own a manual cutting or embossing machine? And if so, what brand? That would be like Cuttlebug, Evolution, the Spellbinders Platinum, any of those, geez, why can't I even think? Yeah, you're all screaming them out there. I know, I know you are. You can think of them, and I can think of them right. But you know what I'm talking about. Not an automatic or electric one like a Silhouette Cameo or a Cricut, but do you own a manual, crank using an embossing folder or cutting out die cuts on that? If so, what brand? And then what are your primary interests of these type of things, or is there something completely different? Are you a card maker? Are you a junk journal maker, a scrapbooker, a mixed media artist? Do you do all of them? Do you do something different? Or is there, I'm a card maker, but I really want to learn junk journals. Love quilters. I quilt too, Jenny. I look at quilts and I get ideas for things to put on cards or in junk journals, designs. You can look at everything and get new ideas to create something else. So this is going to be fun. Okay, so any questions about this? I'll bring it up again later just in case you didn't write it down, but as long as you write down my email address. Hello, the happy face. Anybody have any questions about these? Yeah, Ivy, if you turn your phone sideways, it will give you a bigger picture, a little bit better picture possibly. Okay, so for some fun tonight, anybody ready for fun? Fun. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to do, I'll fold that to get that all in screen there. We're going to do 3 different kinds of sales tonight. First one is auction. You know what that is. Here's an item. Bidding starts at blank, and then you bid whatever you feel comfortable bidding or what it's worth to you. Second is build a bundle. With the build a bundle, I will start stacking things on the desk one at a time on top of each other. And when that stack or that bundle gets to be of a certain value, so if I say this bundle is a $10 bundle, as I start putting things up there, when that bundle is worth $10 to you, then you type in the chat me and you claim that bundle. So the first person to claim it gets it for that price. And that's, I did not make that up. I wish I did. It's extremely creative. I saw it on somebody else's sale, and it was so much fun. I sat there with my hand doing this to my computer because I wanted some of the things on the bundle, but I kept thinking, oh, maybe one more thing. But then what if somebody else gets it? What if somebody else takes it? So it's fun to decide, when am I going to type in me quickly so that I can claim that bundle. And then the third kind is flat rate. And that is just, here's the item or the bundle or the package or whatever it is, and here's the price. And so on any of these, I will type go like this in the chat. As soon as I type go, then it's the first person after that. So auction, obviously it's going to be an opportunity to build up. Build a bundle as it's going. I say this is a $10 bundle and start putting the things out. Say go, then the first person who says me gets it. And I've got several of those. And then the flat rate is the same way. This item is this much. I will answer any questions about it first, and then I'll type go, and then the first person who says me gets it. And that's to try to give everybody an equal chance by me saying go and somebody waiting to get more information, and then they don't have a chance because somebody else got in there. So Ginny takes it all, right? $1,000 and Ginny takes it all right now. That's it. You're all out. All right. Road trip to Ginny's house to craft with everything she's got. That's awesome. Okay. So let's start with an auction. Auction is fun. And I've got lots. Oh, I've got so many things. Let's start with, I love napkins. Who likes napkins? I'm also going to give you a couple probably little, what's the word? Little tidbits of information about things that are coming up that won't be known in the group necessarily because we haven't said anything. So may or may not want to keep it all to yourself. Like we haven't announced in the group that we're going to start lives the first week of June. So that's coming, but that we want everybody to be to. All right, so let's start with some napkins. And I will tell you that we are going to do a live on napkins. I have at least a dozen ways for you to use napkins. This is such a cool one. This is an awesome beach summer, and it's got the same thing on both sides. So this one can actually turn into multiple things. I don't want to try to open each one of them up because that will just take forever. But so if they need to be opened up, I will open them up. But yeah, we're going to do a live with auctions. I'll start setting them down here. Well, do we have any card makers here? Anybody who does card? Jackie does card. Jackie, do you still do cards? I know Jackie used to do cards. Ivy, you make cards? Okay. I think this would be a fun background or base plate on a card. And I'm going to show you how to do that on a live. Here's another one. Ivy, this is you. That's what this napkin reminds me of. This one is so elegant. Here's another one that would be a fun background on a card. I love napkins. Oh, you can do so many things. You can turn them into fabric. You can turn them into paper. You can turn them into almost like leather. This one is actually Italian. It's called Blue Italia. Look at, and the entire napkin. It's gorgeous. Look at that trim even. So many things to do with this one. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We're going to do a bunch of napkins tonight, but I'm going to tell you that the next sale, we're going to still do a whole nother bunch of napkins because I have napkins. I only went into one box to get these for tonight. More beach. There's a bunch of for beach. There's a really pretty elegant shell. A nice silver one. Debbie's a card maker. Just Paper and Bling, a card maker. Okay, am I right? This make a fun background for a card. And then we get into some super and really nice elegant ones here. Those are great for all the vintage things. Oh, there's a bunch of those. Here's another one, making cards for kids. Or some man in your life that has a sense of humor, or you don't want to give a romantic card, you just want something funny. That one's really pretty. Oh, here's another one of my favorites. I won't open it, but I'll tell you that all 4 panels are like that. So gorgeous. I hope you can see the vibrant blue that's in that. It really is gorgeous. Okay, Memorial Day is coming up and 4th of July, so we've got some patriotic ones there. Anybody working on or planning to do a farmhouse journal? Love that one. More botanical and butterfly. Here's botanical and butterfly with different colors. Hummingbirds, love hummingbirds. This one goes with that one, but it does not have the white space behind it. Sometimes you want white space, sometimes you don't. And here's another one that goes with it. You can take all of these and I'm going to open this one because, well, I'm going to open it halfway. It opens to a full circle, but there's the half. Isn't that cool? I'll turn it this way because the hummingbird faces that way. That's really pretty. Okay, and a couple. Did anybody count these as I laid them down? Did anybody count? I love the blues too. Did anybody count? Okay, so here, this is the last one here. The black background. I love those colors too. Did anybody count? I think, hey, Scrappy Doodle 78. Hey, glad to have you here. I think there's 25. I will count them to make sure while we start the auction, but we're going to start the auction at $2 for 25 of these. So if you think that 25 of these are worth $2 or more, I love that. I will type go right now, and the auction is open. So please do whole numbers only. So 2, 3, 4. We don't want to deal with cents or pennies. Don't worry about putting a dollar sign in like Ivy just put 2. That's exactly it. The number, we know that's your dollar amount. You don't want to waste time typing things that might make you lose what you want, because you took time to type in a dollar sign. Okay, I'm going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see napkins on Etsy all the time. 4 for $10. It just blows my mind. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I did remember right. Okay, Kristen is up to 9. 25 napkins. Kristen is at 9. Scrappy Doodle 78 is at 10. Find my pen. 11, Ginny's at 11. Okay, Ginny's at 11. Anybody greater than 11? I'm going to write down that there's 25 here so I don't forget. 25 napkins. Auction. Okay, $11. Going once. 12 for Ivy. Ivy's at 12. Okay, Scrappy Doodle 78, 12 at the same time. I'll tell you what, I'm going to cap it at 12 because I don't want it to go out of control. And I will tell you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made 5 bundles exactly like this. So one goes to Scrappy Doodle, one goes to Ivy at 12, and go. If 3 more people want it at 12, you can also have one at 12. Let me write these down. Scrappy Doodle, you really want to up it to 13? I'm going to give it to you at 12 because I want to give 5 of you. Ivy, Scrappy Doodle. Love that name. Ginny at 12. Did I get Ivy, Scrappy Doodle, Ginny? Yep. Okay. Anybody else at 12, or we do have those 3? 3 bundles. Oh, cute. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I do have this thing about things going out of control on auction and, people spending way more than they really should. So I will cap things and I think that that's a fair price. I think that that's a fair price there. So, okay. So the 3 of you for the napkins. Set that one aside. All right. Do we have anybody use stamps? Who uses stamps? Those of you who are card makers, mixed media use stamps a lot. I use stamps in mixed media and in my junk journal a lot. I'm trying to make sure that this stays on. Scrappy Doodle, you're going to love it here. We have some most amazing people in Happy Paper People group. If you really need to go join it. We started it specifically, kind of like our lives to be a little bit different, for our group to be a little bit different too. Awesome. Okay, so this one is those who use stamps. Do you use Stampenda stamps? I love Stampenda stamps. They are so fun. Okay, so I've got a bundle of stamps here. Let me make sure that I only grabbed one and there's no duplicates of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I'm going to do these as a build a bundle. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, I got so many of these, and I want to make sure. All right, even if the same person takes both, I've got 2 bundles here. Even if the same person chooses both bundles, there are no duplicates in here. Okay, so this one says, wishing you a day that's wrapped in sweet surprises. Okay, so this build a bundle is going to be worth $10. So as soon as this pile of stamps gets to a $10 value to you, then you type me and you get that bundle. Okay, so auction begins now, the build a bundle. Second one says, wrinkles merely indicate where smiles have been. Happy birthday. Third one is birthday cake. I think I can actually spread these out and they'll all stay in frame, won't they? Okay. Fourth one says, friendship is a sheltering tree. Fifth one is a gnome. And the sixth one is the ants carrying the picnic away. So that should still get in right there. Me, Ivy, with the sixth one. Awesome. I don't know when you typed me, Ivy. I wasn't looking, but I'm going to throw that sixth one in, even if you were before that. Okay, so this set goes to Ivy. Build a bundle. Okay. Let's see. Where's our... How about some of my favorites are these Sizzix Tim Holtz stamps, dies, and embossing folders. I know some of you have used these. Getting a little bit of a glare there. I'm trying not to, but I'm kind of using that light to help prop up that camera to make sure it stays where we want it. So sorry about that. It was before the 6th. I'm going to throw it in anyway, Ivy, because I didn't see it. So yes, Sizzix stamps, Tim Holtz. Who uses Tim Holtz stamps, dies, embossing folders? Anybody? I love these. I should tell you quietly so my husband doesn't hear. Everything that I have for you tonight, I have one for myself. Oh, he's probably logged on and just hasn't even said anything. So, okay, so I show you all 3 of these because I have all 3 of these tonight, just so you know what is there. And we will do each one separately. Each one of these is a $20 retail, And I always round up. If it's $19.99, I'm going to say $20. If it's $4.99, I'm going to say $5. Okay. So each one of these is a $20 retail, and they are going to sell for $10. So this is what is this one called? Dog Talk. And it's got 3 of the crazy dogs. It has an embossing folder, and it has the dies with the crazy dogs. So, hey, Sylvia. Okay, so this one is a flat rate, $10. So as soon as I type go, first person who wants that will get it. There you go. Go. So the first one is the crazy dogs. I better write this down. Jackie has the crazy dogs. Okay. I love these. I have the crazy cats and the crazy birds. All right. The second one will be, what's it called? It is called Love You. Got the Love You and the arrow, some greenery, the bird, and the dies for all of them. Ready? Go on Love You. Okay, Jackie has crazy dogs. Love You. And the third one was Celebrate. Okay. Nobody on the Love You. Okay. We may use that later in a bundle or something. Okay. And the third one is Celebrate. I'll Celebrate because it has the happy birthday, you're invited, and the party. I love the party hat. I'm sure you've all seen all his that are they show the architectural design, the blueprint design element on them. And this one has the dies as well. So for Celebrate, go. And let's see, nobody on that one. And Celebrate, okay. Okay, nobody on the Celebrate? Okay. Forgot, and we got through those technical difficulties right there. Let me get this one paper clipped here for Jackie. Okay. Let me tell you some of the things I have overall tonight, and then I want to ask what specifically, if there is specific, that you personally are interested in or came for hoping to find, because I want to make sure we get to the things that you really do want. I have some tools, like American Crafts tools, trimmers, and different tools like that. Have some really cool fabrics that are good for journal covers or for cutting images out of. Use those on cards and scrapbooking, all kinds of things. I have fabric swatches that are typically the upholstery or the drapery that come from those great big swatch sample books. I have rolls of washi tape. They're actually tubes of washi tape, the little B washi tape in the whole tubes. Thank you, Shirley. Aw, hi, honey. Tell the ladies hi. Doug Hobbs, that's my husband. That's my honey. He's always here to support me. He's so good. Say hi to Doug, everybody. He's very supportive of all of us. He's pretty awesome. Wish everybody could have a supportive honey like him. Aw, look at that, honey. Got some, what else do we have? Oh, got some brand new things I told you that just came in. And I ordered them for my Etsy shop, but they haven't even gone in there. Cards, stickers, things for that a lot of people are using in junk journaling or making vintage tags and vintage cards. I've got a lot more stamps and dies and a few embossing folders. I've got some Project Life kits. I've got some lace butterflies. I've got Oh, we should do one of these right now here. Adhesives. I've got lace hearts. Goodness, I've forgotten even all the things that I have here. I have some Tim Holtz washi. Some, oh, I'm going to have to go get mine so you can see that. I've got some of those vintage bulb coilless pins. Have you seen those? The safety pins that don't have coils in them. They're shaped kind of like a bulb. Got a bunch of those. Got some charm packs. Got some wooden embellishment or charm packs. So what of those things? Inks. I didn't pull any inks this time, Sylvia. I've got so many things, but I'm going to write that down because I think we're going to do the second one on Saturday. Inks. Okay. And I just, I looked through all the boxes. I didn't even look through all the boxes. I pulled a couple out and I thought, okay, we'll just get a variety of a bunch of things. And then next time we'll do a different variety of different things. So I'll put inks on the list for next one. Okay, washi. I've got a bunch of washi. Charms. Okay. Make sure we get to those. Anybody else? Anything in there that really strikes you that you want to make sure we get to tonight? Does anybody use the Project Life cards? What about the sponge daubers and storage, the storage box with the sponge daubers? Have you seen those? Anybody use those tools? Okay. I was thinking maybe we would do some tools next because I like tools. Tools are fun. Project Live. Okay, cool. Yes, Scrappy Doodle 78. I have the bulb clips. Yes, on the daubers. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, let's start with some let's do some tools. Okay. I'm going to turn this sideways to make sure it all gets in the frame. This is an American Crafts 9-inch portable trimmer. And I have 2 available, 2 left. Okay. $15 retail. Tonight's price is $7. I did not pull any sequins. Let me add sequins to the list. Sequins, okay. Yes, we're going to get to that. Charms, weird stuff. Okay. I don't know that any of the charms I pulled out are really weird this time, Jackie, but I do have some weird stuff. So let me write that down. Charms, weird. Weird stuff. Yeah, coming up, we'll have a bunch of like Halloween themes and some Christmas themes. Ephemera. Okay, I'll put that on because I have to choose what to do for the next one. So I just as well do in order of the things that people are looking for. Ephemera. Okay. Got that down there. Okay. So need to get this one going. This is the 9-inch portable trimmer. 2 available. $15 Reese is $7. And somebody asked me before we started, what am I going to do with the stuff that doesn't sell? It's all to be listed in my Etsy, but it certainly won't go in at these prices. And I thought the more, it just takes me so long to list it in Etsy. And, and they have all the fees and things. So I thought I would rather sell it to our group and, in our community for a lower price, because the more things people have, the more they can create and contribute to our group. And, Sylvia and Ivy are both big Halloween. So Sharon. Okay, let me make a note of that. And then what isn't sold, then I will put in my Etsy. But like I said, I think before, I'm finding myself wanting to spend a lot more time with the Happy Paper people and doing some things to build that community and make it more fun for everybody, rather than spending a lot of time listing things in Etsy. So I would just as soon move this stuff to people who can use it and are going to make stuff and then post pictures. Uh-oh, sound breaking up. Can everybody hear? Anybody else having sound issues? No, Kathy, no. Maybe I just need a drink. I'll take a drink. Okay, so we're ready to type go. And this is $7 for the 9-inch trimmer. Ready? Go. Do 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 do. Do. Let me see if this sound can go up anymore. I thought I turned it all the way up. I think, okay, that is all the way up. Scrappy Doodle, is that any better? Did that come across any louder? I thought I turned it all the way up at the beginning, but I'll just yell louder. Okay, anybody on the 9-inch portable trimmer for $7? Do, 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 do. Nope. Okay. Good. Okay. Glad you can hear. All right. So I'm going to move those over. And then here's a couple of my favorite tools. We only need one of each. I'm going to show you both of them to start with because they're similar, just so you'll know. And where's my, let me get this out of the way. Okay, everything has a note attached to it, so I got to make sure I get the right note. Okay, these are We Are Memory Keepers. I love these. I use them all the time. And one is the magnetic mini mat. This mat is, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 7. That's 6, that's 7. So it's 6 by 7, and it's magnetic, which, did I say that? Yeah, I did say that. So that's really nice because if you're working with tiny things that tend to roll away or dies, things like that, you can set them down and know that you're not going to lose them there. This ruler it's short. It's only 6 inches, but it's an awesome tear ruler. So we've been tearing a lot of things in the tutorials where we'll put some paper down. What am I going to tear? And then we'll put a ruler on it like that, or, you know, an acrylic block or anything, and tear it like that. These rulers are great for that. They're metal and they work really, really well for that. Okay, so that set is just the magnetic mat and the ruler. And then this set is the magnetic mat and the tool set. So it has the magnetic ruler, and in addition, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 other tools. This one is double-ended tool, and this one has a nice container holding the blade so it doesn't cut through or nobody gets cut. Each one of them has a safety cover with it too. So I show you both of those so that you'll know. We'll start with this one. This one is retail $29. I have, how many do I have? I have 2. I have 2 of these available, and they will be $15 tonight. So on Etsy, they will be $25, but they'll be $15 tonight. So there's 2 of those. Let's get ready. Ready, set, go. Oh, yeah, Kathy, if you didn't already, if you start buffering or you're not hearing things well, try hitting the refresh up at the top. And if you say that you have to do that, I'll try to, is the tool above the ruler a punch tool like this one here or this one here? Which, oh, above for you would be this one, right? This one is a blade. Let me pull that up a little and see if you can see. If you tell me, I'll try to pause a minute and give you a chance to refresh. You can probably see the little blade in there. It's in the little plastic container. That blade fits into here, so it's a cutting blade. Okay, this one is a punch tool, and maybe that's what you meant by up above. And then this one splits brads. When you put a brad through, so instead of destroying your fingernails like we all do, you put that between those 2 little legs that spread on the brad, and you use that to flatten it out. And then this one is really awesome. This is just tweezers. However, if I turn it on the side, maybe you can see that they are tweezers that They're kind of opposite. When you push them together, they separate, and when you let go, they come together. So you can use them to pick something up. And so you push it together, they separate, you pick it up, and when you pick it up, you can let go of that, and it holds onto it until you want to go set it on something while you put glue on the back of it or whatever it is. That way your fingers don't have to keep squeezing it tight to hang on to it before you set it down or glue it on something. That's a lifesaver. Okay, so there's 2 of these, $15. Ginny, who? Kathy, one. Good. Oh, good, Kathy. Thank you. Okay, Debbie Royer, 1. Okay. Oh, Ginny, you need the mat, but have all the other tools. Okay. Well, if you want, wait for the other one, because the other one is just the mat and the ruler. These are the only 2 that have all the tools. Okay. So Debbie's got 1 of these. Anybody else for the second one before we move on? Okay, I've got Debbie's name on 1, and I'm going to set 1 aside there. Okay. All right, so let's go to this one. Ginny, it sounds like that's what you need. You are in luck. I have 3 of these left. And this one is retail 15, so tonight's 7. Oh, Ivy, you wanted the other tool set? This one? My other computer is like 5 seconds delayed, so I don't know if you are or not. Is this the one you were claiming, Ivy? Okay, you got it. You got it. You're on the other one. Let me get back. Okay, I'm going to give you a go on these while I get Ivy's name on the other tool set. Okay, so this one is for the magnetic mat and the ruler. Go. Okay. It's Debbie Royer and Ivy. Okay. Oh, this one's $7. Sorry about that if I didn't say that. Yep, six across, 7 down. The whole mat is magnetic, and then the metal ruler with it. Now, the metal ruler is padded on one side, I believe, if it's like the one I have. Has a slight padding on it. Mine does. I think, yep, I can see it. It has a slight padding on the other side, so you don't necessarily have to put metal on something if you don't want to. 7. Okay, so Ginny got 1. Jackie has 1. $7. Ginny and Jackie. And Jackie, did you want 2, or are you just making sure I saw you? I mean, I'm okay if you want 2, because I know some people buy something for somebody who isn't here, and they make great gifts too, not expensive gifts. Okay, so I've got Ginny down for 1 for $7. I've got Jackie down for 1, and then Jackie, you claimed again. So Jackie, do you want the second one? I just need to know if Jackie, if you want 1 or 2. Jackie, did Jackie get kicked out? Hopefully she didn't get kicked off. Okay, if Jackie was claiming both, then she gets both. If she doesn't, Sylvia was the next to claim. Ginny's got 1. Jackie's got 1. I'm thinking maybe Jackie 1, just wants 1. Okay. Okay, so then Ginny, Jackie, and Sylvia got the third one. Okay. So, Sylvia, I see you were first. Okay, you put 6x7 mini mat, Sylvia. So I thought you were giving that as an answer to somebody if they ask what the size was. So in the future, for my benefit, just type me so I know that you're claiming it, not just answering somebody's question, because I do appreciate the help in answering questions, because I might miss one. Like Carrie, paper puddles, I saw that you put the padded ruler is awesome because it does not slide around. That is exactly right, especially if you're on something slick and you're pressing against it. You want to make sure it doesn't slide all over, and that padded ruler is wonderful for that. Okay, let's do some packs of tape runners. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 packs of 2 tape runners. These are Best Creation. Get that name. I don't know if you can see the name there. Best Creation permanent glue. And these are refillable. They actually sell the refills for these. But if you're like me, I always need 2 anyway, because if I need to refill one, then I need to be using the other while I'm refilling the one, because it takes me then to go get a refill or to order it or something. So let's see. At least 15 or 20 seconds. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I know that I've got a big delay, and that's because I'm using the 2 computers. Boy, I'm sure it won't be that way when the equipment comes, so sorry. Okay. You're seeing it way before I'm seeing it. I just need to be patient then. So I don't want you to sit here staring at something forever if nobody wants it. I want to move on to the next thing, but if I'm moving it too fast, then that's why. So yeah, these are refillable if you have or have not seen these before. They retail for $7 a piece, $7 for each individual one of these tape runners. And that to me is outrageous. Maybe we should go into the tape runner business. Tonight, they're 2 for $5. So packs of 2, $5 for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 packs of 2. How wide is the tape? It is 8 millimeters wide, and it is 25 meters long. See if I get that up close enough. If you can, I don't know, you might not be able to anyway, just because of that light glare right there. But yeah, 8 millimeters wide, 25 meters long, refillable. Does that help, Carrie? Okay, so because it's so delayed for me, I'm typing go now. And I didn't either. But I've learned that meters are similar to yards. They're not the exact same, but they are fairly close. But I can never remember if they are a little more or a little less. So it's either a little more or a little less than 25 yards. That's what I would say, Carrie. So, all right, I typed go. I don't know if you see it as fast. I know that I've got a delay. And I can't, if I could see. Okay, so if you are seeing that, oh, and see, I can't see on the one laptop because it has to be turned upside down in order to see here. But if I stick my head under there, I can see that, and that's real time. And then the other laptop that I'm looking into, I do have that 15 to 20 second delay, and that's killing me. All right, paper puddles. Carrie, got one for you. Oh, thank you, Love Pink 72, for asking, because I completely forgot to say anything there. I'm going to ship them out. I will bill through PayPal, and you'll receive the invoice there and just pay it through PayPal. I will ship them out by USPS, whatever is the least expensive first class way to go. If you've got a bunch of stuff, the least expensive might be a flat rate envelope that's $7 or $8. If it's a lightweight item, I'll put them in a small box or envelope, padded envelope. Everything will be protected, but whatever the least expensive way to go is, shipping to you will be exact shipping. So whatever it is, if any of our overseas friends are here, you kind of have an idea what it costs to ship to your country. I don't know. I'm not really good at, just like meters. Haven't done enough. I do that through Etsy a lot, but not where I have to figure out the shipping. So it's whatever the actual shipping is to you. I'm in Utah. So anywhere in the US is going to be, basic USPS first class rates. Less than meters. Thank you. Okay, so 25 meters is 27 yards. Oh, so the yards is more than meters. Okay, so meters is a little less than yards. So 25 meters means that these are each 27 yards long. All right, so I've got one set for paper puddles. Anybody else for these? I got you, Scrappy Doodle, though. I knew what you meant. Sometimes my fingers work faster than my brain, too, and I type whatever. So, okay. Anybody else on this set? Now I'm afraid to stop too soon because I have such a delay on mine. Best Creations permanent glue. These are refillable. They retail for $7 for each glue. each permanent glue. What do you call it? Runner, tape runner. Thank you, boy. Yeah. I agree, Scrappy Doodle. See, I can't even speak. Brain's not working as fast as my mouth. Each tape runner retails for $7. So tonight they're 2 for $5. I agree, paper puddles. I keep a whole box of them for me. Just run a strip, stick something down. Yeah. Sometimes I just don't want to mess with glue. Okay. All right, then I've got that one for Carrie. And I will move these off to the side. All right. We've got another type. Let's see. Okay, here is a pack of 4 tape runners. And I know that this was a pack that I bought in bulk. And so the packaging had the brand on it. The things inside did not. I bought a whole bulk of them. And so I apologize. I cannot tell you what brand it is. But there are 4, so I'm just going to call them 4 orange tape runners. And because I don't know what brand they are, 4 for $5. And there's just one set. Oh, Debbie, sorry. Yeah, you probably typed that. And it takes it a good 20 seconds to show up on my screen, so I apologize, but I will catch up with it. I will make sure that I look at the chat and not miss it, even if it's delayed. Okay, Debbie Royer for the other sets, other 4. Okay. All right, so we got that. Okay, so the orange tape runners will be one set of 4. I only have one set left of 4, 4 for $5. Thanks, Carrie. That chat is so slow on there. That's killing me. And I appreciate you bearing with me for this. I did not want to put this off anymore because that equipment did not arrive, even though they said 7 to 12 days, and it's now been 6 weeks. But I did get confirmation from the post office today that the second equipment that I ordered will be here by Tuesday. And then we won't have this problem. And the first one, I already sent them an email and told them don't bother to ship it. I just want a refund. Okay. Anybody on the orange tape runners. Let's see. Does anybody recognize them and know the brand? I have so many adhesives, I can't even tell you the brand. That's looking yellow on my screen. This one looks orange down here. It is orange. I'm pretty sure it's because of that light reflection up there. But it is orange. Anybody recognize them? Okay. I'll give that just a minute to make sure I don't cut somebody off. One set of 4 of those, $5. I'm going to set that to the side here for a second. And here's another one that I really like a lot. This is AdTech. AdTech removable tape. Oh, Jackie, are you talking about the orange? The orange ones? So the pink ones are all gone between Paper Puddles and Debbie. The next one is the orange one. Oh, how frustrating. You probably typed it in and you're just sitting here waiting for it to show up on my screen. But Jackie, let me know if you want those orange ones. 4 for $5. Meanwhile, let me show you about this one. This one is, the brand is AdTech, and this is removable tape. What is removable tape? Removable tape is like a sticky note. I love these. So this is a sticky note. And so you can take a piece of paper and run this across the top of it and make your own sticky note. And you stick it to something and it's removable. I use these all the time. Love these. Okay, these are, there's the label. Okay. Okay, these are retail $5 a piece. What have I got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 of them. They retail $5 a piece. Tonight, $2 a piece. Whoops, that was half a go. There's the whole go. Hopefully that actually comes through. So, okay, when I type go like I just did, has it already come through? Can you see it immediately? Or does that take a delay too? Kathy, how many? Okay, Shirley, you got it. You typed your number there, 3. Kathy, I'm going to assume that means 1. 1 for Kathy, 3 for Shirley, 3 for Ivy. They're gone. Okay, so it's delayed. So I need to type go sooner. All right, so Kathy got 1. Shirley, 3. And Ivy, 3. Okay, and they're going back in here. So Jackie, the one before the orange was the pink one, and those were all claimed, unfortunately. I don't know if I have any more. I might. If I do, I'll pull them out for the next sale. I kind of doubt it because I think that these were all stored together. But I'll set the orange ones aside for now. That. Okay. Okay, how about, let's see, something, people said interested in washi. Somebody said washi, so let's do some washi because those are fun. Where is my list? Well, when you set something down, make sure you remember where you set it when you're going to need it very quickly. I did set it right here. And okay, so let's do some of these Little B. So you see the brand, but I'm going to see the colors. Okay, orange, yellow, blue, purple, red, and green. Hi, Keisha. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I want you to see all the colors that I have here. I have actually 2 of each one except the green. The green, I only have 1, but I have 2 of every other one. So, but now you know what colors are available. We need to do them one at a time to make sure we don't get them all mixed up here. And this one, I need the sticky notebook. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with, glad you could make it, Keisha. We'll start with the orange. And these are $15 retail. Tonight they will be $7. No, you know what? Let's make them $6. That's about what I would like to pay for them. Okay, washi, B, little, and they're going to be $6. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this quickly because I know it's delayed there. Okay, so this is for the orange. Go. There's 2 available. So if you want 1, just type me. If you want 2, you type 2. Orange. And we'll do yellow, blue, purple, red, and green. Okay. Anybody on the orange? It's actually, this bottom one is pretty orange, but then they really go kind of melon and peach color. If you haven't seen these sets, no, that one's still taped down. All these I think are taped down because they're brand new, they've never been opened. But each one, I'm hoping that you can see some of the design there. This one here, I know you can't see it, but it's got holes in it. And you create your own polka dot. Every one of them has the exact same designs through all of it. So every one of them has the one with the hole in it. And so say I had a piece of black paper and I put this yellow washi tape over it, then I would have black polka dots on the yellow. And so every one of them has a roll of that. I love that one because you create your own polka dots. It's got this one with the gold foil polka dots on it. And then there's some designs and some other solid colors. But I really like that, the one with the holes to create your own polka dots. Okay, any takers on the orange? No on the orange. Okay, gonna set that one aside. If it was just delayed and didn't come in there, please don't hesitate to say something after the fact. Okay, next is the yellow. That one is, that's a really bright sunshine on the bottom. And then it goes to lemon yellow. And there's up at the top, there's a skinny one with the gold foil on it. And then there's a skinny one that is just the solid of the color. I like skinny ones too. How many rolls in each? Anybody use planners? You have any planner people here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rolls in each. $6. I like to use those little tiny ones in planners as dividers. Okay, anybody on the yellow? Ginny, you're a planner. Do you use washi in your planner? Sylvia, 1 yellow. Sylvia. Probably type that in and then you're sitting there waiting. 20 seconds later, it pops up on mine. All right, I've got Sylvia for 1 yellow. Anybody else for yellow? There is 1 already, yes. I was telling Ivy, I have enough washi tape to open a washi kiosk in a mall. So I've got a bunch of other fun washi, that we'll do separate or in bundles or things, but I do like these color-coded ones. All right, I have Sylvia for 1 yellow. Okay, moving on to blue. Blue, go for blue. Washi queens, huh, Jenny? Okay, anybody for the blue? This starts with the dark navy blue or the midnight blue and moves up to a royal blue and then to kind of a sky blue. Not as light as sky, but not sky blue like the popsicle sky blue. I'm getting a pretty accurate color on my laptop on that blue. Anybody for the blue? 8 rolls in there, $15 retail, $6 tonight. Anybody for blue? Okay. If it just didn't come through, hey, Carla, if it didn't come through and I'm moving on, I will go back and catch that because I just don't want you to have to wait forever. All right. How about purple? Anybody for the purple? Starts with the dark royal purple and moves up to a more of a brilliant purple and then a lavender. That's great, Sylvia, by seasons. Oh, that's a good way to store it. Yeah, I need something large enough to store a whole kiosk of washi in by seasons. Okay, Kathy, purple. Make sure I got the right one. Kathy, purple. Kathy Lake. Scrappy Doodle, purple. There's the 2 purples. Okay. Okay, the 2 purples are claimed. And now red. Anybody on the red? All right, I've got Kathy and Scrappy Doodle on the purple. I've got Sylvia on the yellow. Okay, and we're up to red. There are 2 reds. And where'd my paper? Just dropped my paper. Need a 3rd hand. My sister was going to come be my 3rd hand. Scrappy Doodle red. Okay. Scrappy Doodle, are you in Happy Paper People Facebook? You are welcome. There's 1 more red if anybody wants it. And Scrappy Doodle, what's your name? Because if you're in Happy Paper People, I'm sure I know you, and I don't know you by Scrappy Doodle. That's the funny thing about YouTube. You're not? You should come join. At least check it out. Come join the group. Check it out. Almost all the ladies that are here are in that group. And it's a group for artists of all kinds. I mean, we do everything. We don't discriminate against artistry because we're all interested in so many things, not just, one type of art, but we all like multiple things, and we get inspiration from each other a lot. Okay, so we've got the red and green. There is only 1 green. There is only 1 green. Again, $15 retail on the green, the same 8, same designs as the others. There's the one with the holes in it. And Paper Puddles green, $6 tonight. Paper Puddles Carrie. Okay. All right. So I did not write anybody down for blue. Did I miss anybody for blue? And I did not write anybody down for orange. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody that wanted them. If not, I'll put them off to the side. Oh, hi, Gigi. I know exactly who you are. Okay. So, no, Scrappy Doodle on a blue. Okay. So what's left is, let's see, Scrappy Doodle on a red. So there's one red left. I've got Scrappy Doodle on a red. And there is one yellow. There is one blue. And there is two orange. Did I miss anybody before I close that up? I have Sylvia for a yellow. I have Scrappy Doodle for a blue. I have Kathy for a purple, and Scrappy Doodle for a purple, and Scrappy Doodle for a red, and Paper Puddles for a green. Okay. So let me move those on. Ah, there's my paper. Of course, there's my paper. Okay. How about, let's get some charms. I like charms. Oh, these things are on top of the charms. Let's look. Have you guys seen these? If you haven't, I will go grab mine and pull it out to show you because it's not still in the package. These are the coolest. They are that back. Our Project Life cards are falling. There we go. Red, wash you up closer to the camera. I can. Let's see. And I'm even going to see if I can diffuse that light a little. Let's see if that helps. Well, not that close, huh? All right. Is that better? Carrie, did that help at all? So it actually comes down to almost a peachy red. It starts with the brilliant cherry red, and halfway down it starts going to a lighter color. This stuff on the end down here is I don't want to call it peach because this is peach. So maybe strawberry, a strawberry red instead of a, see if I can do that. A strawberry red instead of a bright red. Did that help at all to see the difference in those two? So one's the orange one is kind of the yellow peachy, and then the red one is kind of the pink peachy or red peachy. Okay, so I'll set that back. Okay, so anybody familiar with these, or everybody familiar with these? They are sticky rulers. Have you seen these? Do you want me to go grab mine? I'm going to, by the time I grab mine, I'll see your comments. So I'm going to grab mine. Give me just 1 second. I think it's right here. Of course, it might not be right here. Let's see. Oh, of course, it's not right there. I use it when I take pictures. And there it is. Okay. It's got to be in my picture box. I use this a lot when I take pictures to sell things because I can put it on the table and it can show the size, the length of things. It's not there. Oh no, I must have left it out. I often take things out to my sunroom because I get great pictures out there with the daylight. The entire room is windows, so I get really good pictures. So I think I left it out there. All right, so I don't want to open one. All right, but I'm going to where's this one's 18 inches, an 18-inch sticky ruler. And this one is 36 inches. Okay. And got 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I've got 3 36 inches and I've got 4 18-inch rulers. And it says sticky ruler because when you take it out, it's like it's thick like a ruler. It's made of vinyl. And so it's not like washi tape where it sticks, but it's like vinyl where you could put it down here and it would just kind of stick to it, which is awesome. You put it on here and then say you don't have a mat, you're just taking a picture on the table and you put it on there and then you could set something by it and they can big it is. But the other thing it's great for is sticking along the edge of your counter or your workspace or your cutting area for fabric or paper, because you can just let it stick there on the edge of your table and then you can put your paper up to it and measure. I mean, I'm constantly measuring. That's why I love these, the glass mat and the pink one, because I'm constantly measuring things and I'm just holding them up to that. So it's real easy when you pull that out and just kind of stick it down and then you just pull it up and there's not actually glue or sticky on it. Does it say what it is? Because if it stops sticking and, because it gets fiber and dust and things on it, all you do is wash it off and then it starts sticking again. Flexible and reusable, this sticky ruler is perfect for easy hands-free measuring on almost any craft surface, rolls up for easy storage or travel. And then the tip is to use soap and water to clean and recharge. So I love it, just stuck along the edge of my table. I also have one downstairs where I cut fabric, like for quilting and sewing. So cling, thank you, Ginny. Yes, Gigi. It's like window cling. Yes, love, 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 love. It's so easy. Yeah, like washi, except it isn't even stuck like tape, like a washi. So I've got 4 that are 18 inches. And which is what, 2.5 inches, or I'm sorry, 2.5, 12, 18. That's 1.5 foot. So think about the area you might want to put it on. And then I've got 3 that are 36 inches, which is a yard. So they show it here going around a box. I would never use it like that, but I use it along the edge of the table for measuring fabric and paper and things like that. So let's do one at a time, so we don't get confused on which one. Okay, so the 36-inch ruler, I keep forgetting that you see it that way. 36-inch sticky ruler, 3 available. Retail is $10. So tonight, $6. And that is so slow. Okay, $6. $6 for the 36-inch one. The 18-inch one is retail of $7.50, and those will be $4. So, okay, we can do it that way. Just name what you want, 18 or 36. All right, so 18 inches, $4, 36 inches, $6. I've got Jackie on an 18-inch. Let's put that back on there so you can see that one. Okay, Jackie on an 18-inch. Ivy, is that an 18-inch? So $6 on the 36-inch, the retail of $10. $4 on the 18-inch. They are retail $7.50. I will tell you, if you have friends or family that quilt or sew, this is an amazing stocking stuffer or something to stick in a gift with them if you want something that is really valuable that they will always use, but you don't want to spend a ton of money. This is one of those things. I'm always looking for those things that are just the little tools that make a difference. This is one of those. Who is our quilter? Somebody said they were a quilter. And I want to know if you already have one. Oh, thank you, Carrie. 36. I did not see that. Okay, paper petals. Add 36. Okay, 36 left, and there's 218 left. All right, so those two are gone, and that one is gone. Okay, Carrie, you got the red washi tape. Man, I didn't even see that come through, and I thought I waited on that. It was so delayed. I'd started the next one, and I did not go back, so apologize for that. Cannot wait to get that equipment. I held off and held off and held off, just wanting that equipment to be here for this, but just couldn't hold off any longer because there's so much. There's so much fun to be had in Happy Paper People. Jackie, 2 18-inch. Okay. You got it. There's 1 18-inch left. And 1 18-inch and 2 36-inch. Okay, and while I give that a few more seconds, let me get out the coilless pins. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Carrie, an 18 as well. That's the last one of that. Okay. Okay, so all that's left is 2 36 inches, and I think we'll put those aside. Okay. All right, one of my favorite things. I'm going to put this on the back of the piece of paper just so they all show up. Bulb pins, coilless pins. This pack has multi-colors. Got some metals. There's rose gold, gold, vintage bronze, and then all these different colors. There's 2 of every color. So there's 25 different colors in here because there's 50 pins in a pack. 50 pins in a pack. Let me see if I can get that close enough that maybe you can see some of those metals. Yeah, the white isn't the brightest, but you can't see the white on the paper. Okay, so I have 10 packs of the vintage bulb pins. Put that back down. 10 here. And each one has 50 bulb pins in it. They retail for $5 for a pack of 50. So tonight they're 2. So 2. So here is go. All right. So I typed go. Hopefully it's not delayed for you. Shirley, 2. Okay. Got Shirley with 2. Ivy, 2. Debbie, 2. Paper puddles, 1. Okay. Let me get this pack back in there. There's 3 left. I have 2 for Shirley, 2 for Ivy, 2 for Debbie, and 1 for paper puddles. Carrie, did I miss anybody? Scrappy Doodle. Yes, you were in there. Sorry, I missed you. 3. There's 3 left. You got them. You got them. I may have more of those by the time we get to the next sale, hopefully. I use these a lot. I really love them. Okay, so Scrappy Doodle gets the last 3. Okay. Goes in there and right. Scrappy Doodle, 3. Okay. All right. How about some Project Life kits? Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, I did see that a little slow on that. I don't know why it didn't pop up immediately, but when it did pop up, it popped up before somebody else. So there was exactly 3 left. So that was perfect. Jackie, I'm going to write that down because I may have another pack. I don't have it out here, but I may have another pack. And if I do, I will add that to yours. Bulb pins. Okay. Yeah, thank you for looking out for each other and for me with this. We're suffering with slow technology. Isn't that terrible? Remember when we had dial-up? Remember when we had nothing? Nothing at all? Okay, so we've got some Project Life kits here. This one we will call Beautiful New Day, and I'll tell you what's in each one of them as we get them out here. This one we will call Sweet, and this one we will call Reality Check because it says Reality Check. Okay, so Reality Check has 87 pieces, and this one, it's less pieces than the others, but there is a lot of foil, gold foiled elements on this. So hoping, let's see, stop that. Okay, hoping you can see that. I think that you can. These here are all acetate elements. There are numbers and there are letters. And let me see, let me just read what it tells you in here. It's got 12 3x4-inch watercolor paper cards, which are 6 different designs, 2 of each. And then 12 4x6 watercolor paper cards, 6 different designs, 2 of each. 12 3x4 craft and foil cards, 6 different designs, 2 of each. 12 4x6 craft and foil cards, 6 different designs, 2 of each. 6 3x4 acetate cards, 3 different designs, 2 of each. All cards are single-sided, and then 33 foil acetate numbers. So I'm going to turn around this way. Maybe you can see the back, but there is a lot of foiled elements on here and the acetate with the foil as well. So I'll set that aside for a minute. Sweet. This one has 30 4x6 cards, all specialty cards, and 30 3x4 cards. 15 of each design printed twice, 70 cardstock embellishments, and all the cards are single-sided. I see butterflies. I like butterflies. Okay, so that is Sweet. And, oh, there's 3. So there's 3 Sweet. There is 1 Reality Check. And then there's 3 Beautiful New Day. And Beautiful New Day has 34x6, 33x4, all foil cards. So either the word or the embellishment on it is in foil. And then 70 foil chipboard embellishments. So these are all chipboard, but they're all foiled. So if you like the foil chipboard, that's a good one too. So there's 3 Beautiful New Day. There's 1 Reality Check, and there's 3 Sweet. Okay, these are, where did they go? Where did they go? Right here. Okay, these are $15 retail, so they're $8 tonight. So there we go. Go. Okay, so they're all out here, so just say whether you want beautiful Reality or Sweet. Any one of those. $8 for any one of them. They're all this. They were all 15 retail, so 56. Pretty good. Yeah. Reality. Okay, Reality is gone to Sylvia. Reality 1 is Sylvia. Okay, so there's 3 Sweet and 3 Beautiful New Day. Okay. Beautiful and Sweet, one of each for Scrappy Doodle. Scrappy Doodle. I want to hear where that name came from. I like that. Like I like Paper Puddles, and she told me where it came from. It's an awesome name. Scrappy Doodle on Sweet. Okay, so one of each. There we go. Okay. I'm looking at what we're going to pull out next. We finished that. Anybody else on the Project Life cards? Okay. So were you a scrapper or a doodler or both? Add the oh, that was nicely put, Scrappy Doodle. I know, comes a point where we have to grow up and be the mature adult, right? And Doodle sounded better than that's awesome. That's okay. All right, anybody else on the Project Life, or can we move on? Yeah, rolling on the floor laughing is everybody. Okay. All right, I got to show you these. These are so pretty. Project Life needs to go right there. Okay. These are lace heart appliques. They're so pretty. I'm hoping you can see that well enough. Maybe I can turn it this way and get it up a little closer. Okay. Can you see? Is that a decent picture? It's an embroidered lace. Oh, Jackie? Okay, beautiful new day. I'll get you for one of those, Jackie. Man, that is really a big delay. I'm so sorry. All right, I got that, Jackie. Okay. These lace hearts. Okay. This is 1 foot long or slightly over, but it includes 6 hearts. So each one will be with 6 hearts. I have 1. I love these. These are so pretty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7, and they are $3 each. So Ivy, are you talking about the lace hearts? I think you probably are. But just make sure there. I think that's 2 lace hearts for Ivy, but I want you to just verify with me. Yes, thank you, Ivy. Okay, so 2 for Ivy. $3 each. Hearts, 3. Scrappy Doodle, 3. That's falling, so I'm going to move that over. And you can go in. Okay, this is what I do. Hopefully this is close enough here. I go in and clip this. If you clip it right here and then clip it again right here, hopefully you can see where my fingernail is. At those 4 spots, you clip out these little things that hold them together. Then you use each heart individually. They do not have to stay together. Okay. So 1, 2, through Ivy has 2, Scrappy Doodle 3. Let me write that down. 3, okay. Kathy Lake 1. She's next. Okay. Kathy. Okay. Oh, that's a great idea, Ivy. You could spray them with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. You could dye them with, you could coffee dye them if you wanted, if you didn't want them to be so nice and new looking. That'd make them a little more vintage. Well, welcome back, Carrie. I have 1 left here. That goes for Jackie. Jackie, I don't know if I have another one in stock, but if I do, I'll give you 2. But I know that I've got more on order, but last time I ordered them, they were back ordered because they were really popular. So, okay, so Jackie gets this last one, and I will make a note. Jackie wants 2 if available. And who, Scrappy Doodle, if I have any more in stock, you want 3 more. Okay, wants 6 if available. No, Carrie, it's for the string of 6. $3 for the string of 6. And this is the last one for right now. Okay, so this goes with that. All right, so then along the same lines, I love these. I use these a lot too. These are butterflies instead of hearts. That's kind of right in the glare. Trying to get that out of the glare. They've got a pearl right in the middle of them. See if I can block that light right there. To maybe get, there we go. That's a little bit better, I think, hopefully. Yeah, the butterfly has a pearl right in the middle of it. And that is an embroidered butterfly applique. And so there is 6 on that string as well. And that one also comes in pink. See if I can get the pink up there where you can see the pearl in the middle of the pink. That is very pretty. Okay, and so these are also $3 for a strand of 6. And I have more butterflies than I had of hearts. Okay. Oh, sorry, Gigi. Okay, let's see. Yeah, don't go potty. If it's going to be long, we could take a potty break in the middle. Where'd we go? Okay, paper puddles. You said pink. Okay. 1 paper puddles. Let's see. Right, pink. Pink. 1. Okay. So 1 of those is for her. Let me get them back in the bag while I do this. Okay, Scrappy Doodle, 3 white, 3 pink. 1. And these, I mean, you can probably figure this out, but you can clip them very carefully right here and separate them to use them individually. I've never used them actually as a whole row. I only use them individually. 3 white, 3 pink. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, go to Scrappy Doodle. Three of each. Okay, and who was next? Kathy, 1 pink. Okay, and Ginny, 1 pink. Ginny, do you prefer Ginny or Gigi? I'm going to say Ginny is probably your given name, and then Gigi is your nickname. Ginny Howell, 1 pink, okay. Yeah, Kathy, the go is in there. It's up there. It just got lost and everybody's already claiming things, but any pink left, take another one. There is, Carrie, I'll put another pink on for you. I'll give you 2. Okay, and who did we end up at? Ivy, you're 2. 2 of pink or white. Oh, I didn't take that all that way, Carrie. And I don't think Ivy did either, if that's what you're thinking. No, Ivy's got a good sense of humor and she's a straightforward shooter like we are. So you're good. You're good. Ivy, you said 2, and I know it's super delayed. You've probably already typed it in and just waiting for me. But 2 white, 2 pink, 1 of each. What Genevieve, wow. Ginny's what your family calls me, and Gigi is what your grandchildren and most people call you. So when people call you, you can tell what part of your life they're from. Hey, Kathy, Kathy's World. Let's see. All right, Paper Puddles got your 2. 2 white for Ivy. Okay. Ivy, 2 white. Okay. All right, so we have 1 pink and a bunch of white left. Did I miss anybody? I've got Paper Puddles for 2 pink, Scrappy Doodle for 3 of each, Kathy Lake for a pink, Ginny Howell for a pink, and Ivy for 2 white. Did I miss anybody? And yes, Carrie spoke up first. It is auction, so she gets that. She spoke up for 1. She spoke up for a second one while they were still available, and they're still available, so no worries. 4 more white for Scrappy Doodle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scrappy Doodle. So I've got for Scrappy Doodle 3 pink and 7 white. Is that correct? If you will just confirm that. 3 pink and 7 white. And please give 2 to Shirley and 2 to Carla. Wow. Over and up, you want these, and then you want another 2 to go to Shirley and another 2 to go to Carla. Or did you want those to come out of yours? Okay, I need to make sure that I'm getting that right. Okay, Scrappy, am I billing you for these 2, but I'm sending them to Shirley? Okay, perfect, to gift. All right. Okay, I've got to make a note on that because all right, so I'm billing Scrappy and sending 2 to Shirley and 2 to Carla, right? Yep, okay, 2 Shirley and 2 Carla. Okay, so there's 2 and there's 2. And then I saw something else come in. Kathy, a white also. 1 pink, 1 white. And Carrie, 2 white. Got him. 2 pink, 2 white. Okay. Yes, that is very sweet, Scrappy. Happy belated Mother's Day to your friends, huh? And the other 2 white to Carla at Carla's Crafty Corner. Okay. Okay, so Carla and Shirley, whether you purchase anything else or not tonight, I will need you to email me, and I'll give you that information at the end again so that I have your address as to where to send it, okay? Hi, Glennis, how are you? These are the butterflies. They can be cut apart and used individually, butterflies with the pearls in the middle. And this strip of 6 is $3. And there's one pink left. I got, yep, yeah, it was just really slow in coming up, Carrie, but I have got 2 white for you as well. 2 white, 1 pink. You got them, Glennis. Okay. Glad to see you here. Better late than not at all, huh? 2 white, 1 pink. Okay. All right, so those are all claimed. How about some charms? Everybody said, several people said charms. Let's do some fun charms. I like charms. They are fun. Okay, this is charm pack number 1. I've got 2 different charm packs tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got pack number 1, and I will just open 1 because they are all virtually the same. There might be, say there was 1 flower, so I might have put in a different flower, but I think that these all got identical. Okay, so we have the lace leaf. We are going to be doing a whole live stream on stencils, and not stencils like you normally just know stencils, but lots of things you can do with stencils. So not the boring stencils, the fun, but these lace leaves can be used as stencils. Hopefully this is where you can see it. It's a charm. It's got the hole in the top, you can see, but it can be used as stencils because of the see-through there. So little tip on that, hang on to one of those. So there's 2 lace leaves in there. And then there are, this is a real botanical one. There are other metal leaves, other leaves. Okay, there's a rose gold and a silver, and I think they call it black, but it's really not black. It's more like a gray, and the gold. Let's see if you can see those 4 right there. Okay, and these are shaped like a leaf. They have the hole on the top. They are a charm. And you get 2 of each of the metals. Okay, so we'll set those down. And then it has, oh, my favorite thing ever, miniature hangers. Aren't those just the cutest thing you've ever seen? I love those. They're kind of my favorite. 2 little hangers. One is silver and one is antique bronze. Is that okay? Thank you, Carrie, for keeping me where you can see it. Is that close enough? Oh, is that not? I need to make sure it focuses. Is that a little bit better? That's not focusing very well, is it? Hopefully you can see those. They're just adorable miniature hangers that are charms. A couple of daisies, 1 gold and 1 antique bronze. And I'll put these at the same time. There's 2 different hearts. So hopefully you can see those hearts as well. Yeah, I'm not getting a very good focus on mine. I hope you're seeing it better than I am. Hopefully you see that better than I do there. Okay, so all of these are in charm pack number 1. They would be a retail of $16. Tonight, this pack is $7. Okay, so I have 11 of those at $7 a piece. Guess, there we go, official. Go. Type it again, Ivy, type again. Because I typed go there. Okay. And you are right, Sylvia. I did not say go yet. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Okay, Jackie, 1. $7 for charm pack number 1. So 1 for Jackie. I know you're impatient, Ivy, but you can type it again. 1 for Sylvia. 2 for Ivy. I count her, no, impatient as 2 words. 2 for Ivy. Okay. Carrie, sorry, I almost missed that, but I didn't. Carrie, 1 for Carrie. So I've got 2 for Ivy, 1 for Jackie, 1 for Sylvia, 1 for Carrie. Ginny, $7 for this charm pack. Let me put this one back in the bag while we're waiting for my chat to populate. Oh boy. Wow. Charms are heavier than the paper. That wasn't so bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Did I miss anybody? I'm gonna move that out of the way. So I have 2 for Ivy, 1 for Jackie, 1 for Sylvia, 1 for Carrie. Did I miss anybody? $16 retail, $7 tonight for charm pack number 1. There's 16 charms in there. Okay, I'm going to just set that aside in case I missed anybody that is just really delayed. And let's look at charm pack number 2. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anybody like steampunk? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 of these packs as well. The charm pack number 2. This has the keys and more of the steampunk. Not a lot of gears. I do have gears, and we will get gears in a future sale. Just all kinds of variety of gears. This is counted as one item in here, but hopefully, tell me if you can, if it's close enough to see. There's the key and the lock, and they have sticky backs. I would never trust this, putting it on something. I would put glue on it as well, but you can also just peel that sticky right off and then use them both as a charm. Just string them together. Okay, so then there's a bunch of keys, and let's see here. I'm gonna move those out of the way because they're taking up the bulk of the room, so I can show you the other stuff here. Okay, there's some snowflakes, some music notes, steampunk gear, some flowers. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can get that close enough that you can see all of those. Hopefully you can see that. That is a rose. That one it's like an antique. It's silver, but then it's got the black inside it. And I can tell that that's really hard to see on the camera. Okay, so there's those. And then the keys. There's rose gold keys and vintage bronze keys and silver aged key and gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each one of them has 6 keys in it, all of similar sizes. So there's like 2 large, 2 medium, and 2 tiny keys in each pack. They may or not be the exact same top. I've tried to get them as close to the same as possible, but there's a lot of different tops on them. So, but they do all have 2 large, 2 medium, and 2 small in there. Okay, so this is charm pack number 2, and there are again, okay, little ones or the big little ones?
The big little ones.
Okay. This one has 16 charms in it as well. Some of these bigger ones retail is $16. So like the first one, $7 tonight. So I hit go on that. I'm gonna put this one with charm pack number 1. One of number 2 for Ginny. Okay. Okay, 1 for Ginny. All right, let me get this one back in the bag. Close enough, Carrie. Close enough. Back up. We can see your nose hairs. You can see the lines of my palm. It's too close. Is that right? Okay. Anybody else on charm pack number 2? Okay. So I've got 1 for Ginny, and is that it? Okay, unless it's super delayed, I'm going to take that as that's it. And I want to just move those off to the side. But if it is super, oh, there we go. See, Carrie, super delayed. 1 of charm pack 2. So there's 1 for Carrie. Okay, write that down. So I have 1 for Ginny and 1 for Carrie. Okay, if anything else is super delayed and pops up, I'll still grab it because there's still plenty there. But meanwhile, let's take a look at these. These are sponge daubers, and the sponge dauber storage box. Let me make sure this goes in with the right charms. Okay, so this storage box locks, opens to the side there. You push these to the side and then flip the top open. Let's just move those over. Okay, and there are 40 sponge daubers in here, and they fit, are supposed to fit on your finger, whatever finger, or you can just hold them like that, either way. But if they're on your finger and you're inking things, you can, just ink like that. Easy to, oops, that was in that one that was out. All right, so that needs to go back into charm pack. Okay, so I know you're all familiar with the sponge daubers. So this is the pack that holds 40 of them. So if you have like the distress inks, the distress oxides, any of those, it's kind of a pain to try to have one of these for every one of them. I have several of these handles, but that's a brand new one that I just got. This one goes to this one, a brand new one, so I haven't put one on it yet, but I've got one on that one, but I haven't used it yet. What I do is put a little piece of Velcro on the back there, and then my sponge dauber attaches to that. And then when I go to use this one, I just take that one off, put it back on there, put this one on and use it, take it off, and it stores. So it always stays with the color that it's, that it's got on it. That's what I do on these. However, I've also got the minis, and I don't put one of these on the minis. They're, that's kind of a pain to do. And there's a lot more colors in there, that I don't have in the large ones because it's too expensive to get them all in the large ones. So these are really awesome to assign one to each color. And you can use them on other inks too. It doesn't just have to be those distress inks. It can be any inks, any brand. Here's what I do on mine. Let me turn it upside down like that so it's facing you. Hopefully that's right so you can see. Okay, so if I put the lid on like this, you can see where each one of these is. What I did was put a piece of paper. I taped a piece of paper to the inside of the lid, filling the square lid. But before I did that, I actually put the piece of paper on top of here with a little ruler and drew myself a grid with all these squares right here. Okay. And then when I put it in here, I want it to, you can do it two ways. You can either say this one belongs to that square because when you close it, that's what it's touching. Or you can say this row belongs to this row belongs to this row, and go down. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah, huge delay. Sorry about that, Carrie. I like to say that this one belongs to this one because when I close it, if it happens to be touching it, it's getting ink on the paper of the one that is it. So then what I did was I took this and I assigned it to Vintage Photo. I got it into Vintage Photo and I went over here to that square and I daubed Vintage Photo in that square. And then I did the same with this one. Maybe that's, blue jean or whatever it is, and pistachio, and did that on that one. And so when I close it, the color, this one would be here, this one here, and so forth. So when I close it, it's actually touching its own color. If it's going to get ink on it, I want it to get out on the right color. But that's a real easy way to be able to know, because you look at it, you might not be able to tell what color it is, but up here, you can see the color that you've got in there, and you can write with a black marker, use a very fine point and one that is not water soluble, write what the name of the ink is. That way you can pull this out and know instantly. I think maybe that color will work. You can look right here. You see exactly what color it is. So, man, that was a long explanation for a very small thing. Okay. And these are great for traveling too, if you don't want to take a ton of stuff with you, but you're traveling or going to a crop. So I've got two of these. The storage box with the 40 sponge daubers retails at $58, which I think is utterly ridiculous. But tonight they're $29. They will not be $29 on my Etsy, but so $58 retail, because you can buy the daubers separate from the case. So the case with the daubers in it is $58, and tonight they are $29. So $29. There are two available. I put go up there, so now it's up to you if anybody wants those. They are really awesome. Glennis, is there any, before, I hope I haven't left already, is there anything in particular that you are really interested in? Yes, there are. Shirley put charms. There are charms. This is charm pack number 2 that has a lot of keys and music notes, daisies. This is charm pack number 1 that has a lot of different leaves and the miniature hangers. So those are, Jackie, you want one set of the sponge daubers in the storage box, okay? Laces and trims, you were here for the charms, okay. There are some lace and trims. There's some of the butterflies, the lace butterflies are left, and I think that might be the only lace and trim that I pulled out for this one. Maybe we'll do the fabric next. Okay, so I've got one set for Jackie. Anybody for the second set? Okay, I'm going to put these back here. Okay, if it's super delayed and somebody, the butterfly lace is white. It was white that was left, Glennis. And there's 6 butterflies. They are connected, so you can use them as trim, but they can also be cut apart very carefully and used as individual lace butterflies. Each one has a pearl in the middle of the body. So if there is one that is really delayed and pops up for this, I will grab that. Okay, so how about build a bundle? Want to do build a bundle again? Those were fun. I like the build a bundle. let's do a build a bundle for, okay, cool, Glynis. Let's do a build a bundle for $10. Okay, here's a $10 build a bundle. So as I put things up here, when the bundle gets to be of $10 value to you, then you just claim me. Okay. All right. So we'll start with a Teresa Collins 4x4 photo album. It's still in its original packaging. These would make great little journals. They don't have to be used for photos. I use those for journals. Okay. And we're going to add to that. Oh, let's do this. Let's add to that a tape runner. Okay, so our price on this one is $10. When what's up here hits $10 value to you, you just claim it. Let's throw a stamp in there. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you only have today. Bye, Ginny. Thanks for stopping in. If you can email me, if you're still here, Ginny, if you can email me at maryannscraftdesign@gmail.com and give me these pieces of information, then I can invoice you through PayPal. You can always message me in the group too. Have a great night. It was fun. We'll do it again. We got lots of different stuff. So good night. And thanks for being here. Okay, so we've got the Teresa Collins photo album. We've got Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you only have today. We have one tape runner. We have, where did it go? Thought it was right by, oh, we're going to do those next. Okay, we've got some stickers. This says take a break. That says sewing, and that's a spool of thread. There's the window. Let me turn it that way and see if you can see that. These are, they're raised with the pop-up adhesive on the back. If you want them flat on your item, you just pull that off and just glue them down. Okay, so we've got that on there as well. And we've got a pack of feathers. These are silver. No, these are not silver. These are gold. It's from the silver and gold collection of Richard Garay, but these are gold and black. So it's a black paper, and half of the feather is the gold glitter from Richard Garay. Okay. And we're going to add to that a pack of Jolie's Boutique gold stars. There's a couple different sizes. They're 3D stars. I think you can see that they're 3D in there. The base star itself stands up, and then it's got two other layers with the little sparklies in the center. Okay. And we'll add one more thing. And that will be a pack of Jilly Bean miniature clothespins. Each one has a star of a different color on it. Okay, so this is the Build-A-Bundle. If that's of $10 value to anyone, you can claim that. If not, we'll move on to another one. Oh, who said trims? Who said laces and trims? That was Glynis, huh? Glynis, are you still here? Because if you are, I did bring out a box of laces and trims, and we'll do, not laces, these are just trims, but they're amazing trims. All right, so I'm going to set this aside. I think getting a better idea of what you guys need or want. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at some of these trims. I want the short one. That's a long one too. Sorry, I want to get one that's not a yard long to show you. Here we go. Okay, I've got several of these, and here we go. Okay, so this one, this is gorgeous. I could never get a picture that really showed the true color on this. How can I get that to lay right? It just doesn't want to lay right. Okay, this is so gorgeous. It is rust and gold fringe with beads in the center and one bead on top of the pom-pom ball. Rust and gold tassel. And this trim up here is just so cool. This is like a tiny little cord that is woven through the trim. And then, I need something that's got a white back. Maybe this, see if I can lay this on something and make it, how's that? Is that better? I'm getting some buffering, I hope. Okay, Glynis, you said you want the Build-A-Bundle that we just did, but you don't want the album. Is that correct? I'm getting buffering. Hopefully you're not. I'm going to refresh there. Okay. Maybe my delay won't be so bad. Now I did get a good refresh there. Okay. Is that correct? Glynis, you said you do want the Build-A-Bundle that we just did, but you do not want the album. Is that correct? Oh, okay. So you would like everything in there, but you wouldn't want the album. Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll pull it back out in a minute. We'll replace the album with something else because I don't want you to get stuff that you aren't going to use or don't want. Okay, so this, let's see here. All right, this is, where do we have this? Okay, this is available in either 12 inches. Well, no, it's 14 inches. I don't know how to measure. I always give a little bit more. So this is available in 14 inches. I probably counted it by pom-poms and then just add a little extra to make sure that you get enough. I would not want it to be short. Let's see here. I'm looking up my list. Okay. $2 for that strip. You can also get this by the yard if you want, and by the yard, $6 because it's just 3 feet. It's going to be a yard plus. I'm looking for that on my list. Not being very successful with my list right now. There it is. Okay. All right. So a lot of these I already have listed in my Etsy shop. This is in my Etsy shop at a yard at $8.95. That's what I'm selling it at there. So tonight, for you, $6 for a yard of this, or $2 for a foot, but it's going to be a foot plus, whatever that is. So let me get my list here. Okay, so we'll go on the rust and gold trim with the beads and the pom-poms. And that is a foot for $2 or a yard for $6. And the only reason you'd want the yard for $6 is if you want more than 1 foot, then what you can get it all in a strip. That way you can cut off the length that you need to use for any given thing. You don't get the feet and then cut it up and then end up with little bits and pieces where you could have, used it for a whole nother project. I'd rather have one long strip. Okay, so while we're looking at that, I'm going to pull up this one. That's a super long one. I want the foot one, a little easier to show. This is a super pretty one too. Oh, that's the yard one. Okay. Oh, check this out. Does that not look vintage? That is so cool looking. Uh-oh. It's grabbing on my magnetic watch. Okay, so this is velvet trim, velvet ribbon with the beads. And every other dangle of beads has a metal cage around the bottom bead. All the beads are divided by the small gold bead spacers. Ivy, your knee is on this first one, correct? The rust and gold. And do you want 12 inches or a yard? And let me find my list for this one. Okay, this one, a foot and $6 for the yard. You can have that one either way as well. Ivy, so I'm reading 1 foot of the gold and is that correct? Or was that the velvet with the beads? I'm sorry that it is so delayed that I'm not sure which one you commented on. So I've got Ivy, and if you'll just tell me for one or not velvet, I'll know which one you're talking about. And while we're looking at velvet, here is another velvet one that is super pretty. This one is super pretty. Move that one off. Love this one as well. Can you see that? That is kind of an olive green and a lighter green with tiny little clear bead spacers in between it. I think this one is harder to see because it's reflecting the light really bad, but it's super, super pretty. Sharon, when Sharon first saw it, she said that would make an awesome choker. If you were, well, who wore a choker in the 60s or the 70s? That is pretty for that. All right. Then we have a leather one. Let's see. Get our leather one out here. The leather one is really cool too. Which is the top, which is the bottom? Doesn't matter. They both work. Okay. What? Oh, can't tell. I think that one is. There we go. They're bigger, and so they take a little more to... Okay, so here's the leather one. And you can see that the leather is woven into the trim itself. And then the tassel is leather. It's got a gold bead on top, and then this is cord. The top of the tassel is... it's probably glued into it, I would assume, although this cord goes down through it. But this design part right here is cord. That's showing, yeah, I think it shows up right there. Okay. Yes, pom-pom. Thank you, Ivy. So this one. So I've got 1 foot for Ivy right there. I like that one. It's very pretty. Okay. Okay, so the leather tassels are, The leather tassels they are selling right now in Etsy for $3.60 a foot and $10.85 a yard. So we're just going to do the same, $2 a foot and $6 a yard on that one. It's be much easier for me just to keep them all the same price there. $6 a yard on the tassels. Sorry, the leather tassels. Okay, there's an all beaded one that I want to show you that I really like. I've got it all wrapped up in this foam for shipping. So these are glass beads. You can hear. 1 yard leathers for Debbie Royer. Okay, 1 yard of leather tassels. And okay, that one is for Debbie. Put that in the bag. And add the sticky. Debbie Royer, there we go. Okay, gotcha, Debbie. And Glennis, 1 foot on the leather. Okay. There's one for Glennis. Okay. Okay, got that one. All right, so this one, these beads hang a little bit heavier because they are all glass, but love glass beads. I mean, you could take them apart and use them separately if you didn't want to keep it in this way, but look how pretty this is. They are the most gorgeous color of ocean blue. Oh, that light, is that light helping? They tend to reflect the light and then don't get a true color. Trying to see if there's an angle where we can get better, better light. Yeah, not seeing better light, but you can see up, maybe you can see up at the top of them. If I go like this, it's a little lighter right at the top of the bead. And then it goes a little darker down at the bottom of the bead, just like the ocean when you're looking into it. It's lighter at the top, and the deeper you look, the darker it gets. These are really, really cool. Ivy, I have you leather, 2 yards at leather. Okay. There is 1 and 2 for Ivy. The bag. Okay, got that one. And Debbie, 1 yard of these ocean blue beads. They are so pretty. And they will come wrapped in this foam to protect those glass beads. You know what? I'm going to keep that one out just so everybody can see it, and I will grab one of the others all wrapped up. Okay. We still have that one to look at. And oh, I love that one. We've got to look at that one. And what is that one? Let's see here. Okay, that one is wrapped and ready to go. All right, I'm going to move all these off to the side. Let me make sure I put Debbie on a pack of ocean blue beads. Okay. Yeah, I think next time I need to have an assistant here that can help. They can just write down the names on each thing so we can move right along, and that will go a little quicker. Okay, I love this one. This is so pretty, so pretty. Okay, this is similar to the first one that Ivy got, but this one is royal blue and gold. So it's got the beads in between and the cord, the blue cord. Does that blue cord show on the trim? Maybe it just needs a minute to. And then the pom-poms are blue and gold, royal blue and gold. Super pretty. The beads are the royal blue, and then they have the gold, little gold spacer beads between them. Okay, so Sylvia changed her mind. 1 yard leather and 1 yard ocean blue. Okay, so Sylvia, is that, did you still want, no, Sylvia, no, Ivy, I'm sorry. I said Sylvia, but I'm reading Ivy's. Ivy, did you still want the pom-poms, or do you want, you said leather 2 yards. That's what it, okay, let me just go back there a little bit. You said leather 2 yards. Instead of leather 2 yards, we go 1 yard leather and 1 yard ocean blue. Is that correct, Ivy? You say yes, and I'll know what you mean there. Okay. Plus 1 yard ocean blue. Okay, is that right? Right, Ivy? Still have the 1 foot of the pom-poms, but 1 yard of the leather and 1 yard of the ocean blue. Okay. I'm just going to wait because I know it hasn't caught up yet. All right. So, and this is going to be the same price, $2 for the foot or $6 for the yard for the royal blue and gold. I'm going to start moving these off. I'm going to save that one for next time because there is a couple of brand new things that I promised to show tonight that I ordered for my Etsy shop, but they are so flippin' cute that I got to show you. They might never make it into my Etsy shop. All right, so $1 yard royal blue. Okay, got that, Ivy. 1 yard royal blue. Ivy, got it. Okay. Okay. Sylvia, did I miss something? Okay. Look at this adorable little tin. This adorable little tin is full of, take it out of its packaging so I can open it and show you, but that will go right back on. Look how cute this is. It is full of stamps. Stamps that have all different kinds of countries and cities, and some of them have canceled postage on them. Some of them do not. There's a 3-cent stamp with Lincoln. There's a Deutsch, German stamp. Of course, they're not real postage. You can't use these. Don't try to use them. But yeah, these are for your crafting, and they are stickers. So you just peel the back off. The back is white so that you can see them, but when you peel them off, they are clear. And this is, see if I can just get that picture up there so you can see it a little bit, hopefully. Yeah, so this is full, little tin full of stamps. And when you run out, get more stamps. It's a great place. I love just the little tin. It's a great place to store them. Okay, so I only have 2 of these. It was the first time I ordered it, and I always like to check them out before I order a whole bunch. You know, because if they're not what I think by the picture that I'm looking at in their catalog, I don't want to have a ton. So I will be ordering more of these for future, but right now I only have 2. Aren't they, Shirley? I think they're just so stinking cute. They really, really, really are. And you want to know how big they are? They're 1, 2, 3 inches by 2 inches. So it's exactly 3 by 2. You can even fill it with little cards afterwards that you're keeping, little cards like the ones I'm going to show you, but they have their own box too. All right, so I have 2 of these. I need to look up what the retails they suggest you sell them at, but we're gonna do them for, I think they're gonna be $9.99. I'm not positive, but we're gonna do them for $5 tonight, just because I only have 2. So $5 for these 2, either one, sorry, one for one of the 2. Go on that, and I'm grabbing a sticky. And meanwhile, I'm going to grab this next item. Ivy for 1. Okay. Postage tin. Ivy. Okay. And, oh, and paper puddle. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Holy cow. I back the truck up. I'm reading backwards. Kathy, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Kathy Lake was first. Scrappy Doodle is second. Okay. And I will write on my list paper puddles and Ivy. That is something you want. When I get them in, I'll give you a first shot at that before I put them in Etsy. Paper puddles. So Carrie and Ivy. Whoops. Postage tin. Okay. All right, so I've got one for Kathy and one for Scrap-a-Doodle tonight. You go right there. Okay, so check this out. Got this tiny little box. It is exactly 1.5 inches wide, exactly 2 inches tall. This cute little box. This one says Flower Fairy. I just love these. And the box slides out, and it is full of flower fairies. I mean, tons of flower fairies. Look at these. Let me turn them this way so that you can see them. There's so many. I hope you can see these little tiny pictures. These are just little children. Some of them I saw, a couple look like probably teenage girls, but that are flower fairies. So they're all botanical, because having to do with flowers or plants is a fairy. They all have wings and they look like little butterflies. Love these little cards. Aren't those cute? So cute. Oh, look at that. You know, there's no way to go through all of them. All right, am I high enough to see? I'm not getting very good pictures, so I sure hope you are. I'm going to do a refresh there and see if I get any better, but so I can't flip through them all. Obviously, they'll take forever, but they are just super cute little flower fairies. I just want to make sure you have a good idea of what they are, what you're going to get before I type go. All colors. I hope that some of those pictures are coming through. So let's see here. Okay, I'm going to type go on those, and $5 for each little box. I don't know if it tells how many are in there, and I was going to count them, and I didn't. This is the only one that's actually open, so that I could show it to you. But no, if I had to guess, let's see. There's like 10 right there, so that's like 50. I'm going to say there's over 100. Okay, flower fairies. Let me see how many sets I have. I'm sorry, I did not say that. Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 sets of flower fairies. 100. There's exactly 100, Keisha? That sounds about right. And I just love the little box. And then after you use these up, I want to see what you make with the little box. Because I could just totally see some super cute things with the little box. Okay, Jackie. This is Flower Fairies. Flower Fairies, $5. Okay, Jackie. 1. Scrappy Doodle. 1. Shirley. 1. Debbie. 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 so far, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one more. So I have Jackie, Scrappy Doodle, Shirley, Debbie, and Ivy. Okay. And there's that 5. Okay. Now, there are other themes. I love those flower fairies, but there are a couple of other themes. This one is called Childhood. I'm going to turn that around. Maybe you can zoom in on that better than if I try to pick it up and it doesn't like to focus very well. Okay. I'm pulling all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure. Okay. All right. So this next one is called Childhood. The boxes are super cute, aren't they? This one is called Childhood. I'm going to open one. I want to get just so I can show you. I like to see things before I buy them. So I don't like to say, here, do you want this? And then I haven't been able to show you what it is yet. So, okay, this one is called Childhood, and it is 100 pictures of like vintage childhood. These are so gorgeous, just gorgeous pictures. So you could take these and you could scallop around them with the scissors, you know, that cut like stamps, or you can use them just like this. Either way, but man, there's so many ways to use these. And if you I'll often use 2 or 3 on one project. In fact, I put some of these, the flower fairies, on the seed packet that I made in the tutorial last week. Did anybody see that? I used 2 of them, I think. Maybe 3. Yeah, I think I used 3 of them on that and offset them going down. So this one is called Childhood. There is 4 of Childhood and go on Childhood. Okay. Sylvia, you saw that one? Yeah. And so if you go back and look at it, those were from the flower fairies. Okay, Jackie on Childhood. Jackie 1. Scrappy Doodle 1. Okay. All right, so those 2 are taken. Okay. $5. Just paper and bling. All of the little boxes will be $5 each, no matter what their theme is. Sorry about that. I should have said Scrappy Doodle 2. Okay, got you down for 2. So there's 1 Childhood left. I've got 1 for Jackie, 2 for Scrappy Doodle. No problem. Just paper and bling. Okay, we'll leave that one to the side there. We've got those. Okay, the next one is called Angels on Earth. And I'm going to open one just to, boy, it almost works better with fingernail than that. I'm always trying to be careful not to cut anything. Okay, this one is called Angels on Earth. And so as you can guess, all of the little people in it are angels. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look how cute that is. Oh, I can tell it because there's a lot of white in that picture. It's catching the glare. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a precious one. Ooh, I love purple. That one's really pretty. Oh, this is precious. Standing on the back to put a letter in. Okay, so this one is called Angels on Earth. I'll keep scrolling through it, but we'll go on that one. That's a really cute one right there. Some of them have, minimal pictures, so it's much less busy. Just paper and bling for angels. Some of them have a much more, what do you call it? Covers the whole page with lots of color. Let's see. Angels. How many angels do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 angels. So angels. First was Just Paper and Bling. Just Paper and Bling, what is your name? Do we know you from Happy Paper People group? Paper and Bling, it's 1. Okay. And Jackie, 1. And Scrappy Doodle, 3. There is 2 left. So you'll get 2 this time, Scrappy Doodle. And that's one that I've ordered more of as well because, yeah, you can see why. Because I'm going to be using them a lot. I just think that they're super. Yvonne. Are you in Happy Paper People, Yvonne? Or are you in one of my other junk journal groups that I got this announcement to? Ivy, I'm going to write down that you want angels as well when I get, child 1. Wait, okay. Childhood 1 for Ivy. Let me put that on here. And the angels, we are out. They are all claimed. But I will make a note to give you Scrappy Doodle and you first shot when the next angels come in. Cute little boxes. Can you see just completely decorating that little box? Now, what did I do with the lid? I set it aside. Oh, there it is. Okay, and that's angels right there. Okay, so let's move the angels. Oh, wait, did I miscount? What is that? 1, 2, 3. That's not angels. That was childhood. Okay, that was fairy. All right, I've only got 3 angels. So angels, I've got 1 for Just Paper and Bling. Yvonne, I've got 1 for Jackie. And Scrappy Doodle, I'll have 1 for you. But I'm making a note that Ivy and Scrappy Doodle want more. Okay. All right, awesome. Okay, so that's the angels. And then there is Notes on Nature. I'm not sure you even need me to open this one. Oh, fairies and 4 angels. Carla, okay. Angels, Carla, and fairies. Where's my fairies? Flower fairies, Carla, okay. Okay, got that. The Notes on Nature, I can open one if you want me to, if you really want me to say, and I will go ahead and do it. But these are all botanicals. So we, Shirley, I'll add you to the angels. We tend to use botanicals a lot in our decor. So you're pretty familiar with what those are, but anybody want me to open one of these, or you want to just know that they're botanicals? Oh, I'm going to do it anyway. Because I know me, I would want to see it. And I'm just being very, very careful so that it's still protected in the plastic. I'm only opening the end of one. Okay. All right. These are super pretty. I just love their size. They are 1 1/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches is the actual size. Okay. Yeah, I probably don't even need to show you these. You know what the botanicals are. And they are solid white cards. They are not stickers. None of these are. These are all little cards. They're not stickers. Okay, so Notes on Nature. I've got 2 Notes on Nature is all, unfortunately. And I know that that's going to be one that a lot of us want to use. So I need a larger order of those for the next one. So Notes on Nature first. Glynis, 1 for you. And Debbie. Okay, there's the 2. And then Scrappy Doodle, I'm making a note when the next batch comes in. And Carla. Okay. Yeah, these are awesome. These are really, really awesome. So you could use these to decorate a card or a scrapbook page or a junk journal or a belly band, or a pocket or an envelope or a seed packet, or they're just that tiny size that you could use them to embellish anything. Could you see taking 2 of these and using them as a cover and creating a cover for a mini journal? I know I've done at least one tutorial on a mini journal. I would use those as a tiny little cover. Okay, botanical, where I saw somebody. Oh, sorry, Carrie. Did I not say go? I thought I did. Did I not? Shoot. I thought I did, but you know what? I see that I didn't. I'm so sorry. All right, Carrie, I'm writing you down. Okay. OU1 and Jackie, same thing. You didn't see it go either because I didn't do it. Okay, so what do you think? I didn't say a go and I started writing down names, and that's completely my fault. So do I type go now and then take the first, there's only 2 of them, 2 of the notes on nature, and then take the first 2 that come up? Is that fair? Or do I take the 2 that I already said and then I owe the rest of you when I get them, before I put them in Etsy? I don't know, Keisha. It's taken a lot longer right now than normally, just because everything is taken forever with the postage. Debbie, you're willing to wait till next order? Carla, you're willing to wait till next order? Okay. I'll put Debbie. I'll move you over there. And Scrappy Doodle and okay. I've got Glynis and Carrie for the notes on nature, but I have, make sure I've not missed anybody, but I have for the next order that comes in, Debbie, Scrappy Doodle, Carla, and Jackie. And Ivy, sorry. Let's see. Did I get that right? I know it's at least a 20-second delay, so I'm just waiting to see your, see somebody's response there. Okay, I've got a notes on nature cards for Glynis and for Carrie. And then I've got, in the next order, Ivy, Debbie, Scrapadoodle, Carla, and Jackie. Are we all good with that? Okay, still watching because I know it's a super big delay, but actually I wonder if I could see up there. No, I can't see right there. Okay, Carrie, do you want me to give it to somebody else and just put you on the list for the next order that comes in? Jackie's good with that. Okay. Carla's good with that. Scrappy Doodle's good with that. Carrie, if you want it, there it looks like this one is best going to you, and everybody else. Well, most of these have something on the for next order coming up anyway. So you are so good-natured, of course, the kind nature, the notes on nature one, that I know that you would give it up just for somebody else to have one, but everybody can have one. Everybody can have one, so I don't want to short anybody. Okay, these last 3, I only have 1 of each. And so we do want to wait for go, so it can be fair. And I will definitely have, next time we'll have the equipment up, so we won't have this time delay. And I'm going to have a note taker so that We're a little more on top of some of those. Okay, this one is called the Fred Factor. And it's really interesting because it's got just a variety of everything. And they're all edged like stamps. Okay, Carrie, thank you. Got that. They're all edged like stamps. So some of them have animals and nature on them. Some of them have other country things on them. Like there's I think that's Belgium. Ooh, that's pretty. There's a lighthouse with the light shining out. There's some botanicals. There's canceled postage on that one. All kinds of things. But there's a motorcycle with some canceled postage from way back when. Nebraska statehood. All kinds of interesting stuff on there. There's pretty roses. Yeah, this one is, there's mushrooms, train, Japanese building. I just forgot what they're called. I'm doing a Japanese journal. I just forgot what it's called. There's another lighthouse. Yeah, so it's called the Fred Factor, and it's got a variety of everything. And these are already edged like stamps. Hopefully you can see that one. Okay. Scrappy Doodle, are you talking about this one, the Fred Factor? If you are, then yes. Yes, I can get these on the next order as well. So there is only one of these. So I'm going to type go for, well, it helps if my cursor is where it's supposed to be. Over here. There we go. All right, I'm going to type go. And that is for the Fred Factor. There is one. Somebody's going to get it, and then I will make the list for the next order for everybody. So don't, you're all so kind. Okay, Glynis, you got it. I say you're all so kind that you'll all let somebody else take it, but somebody's got to take it, and then somebody gets the next order. So, all right, Fred Factor is Glynis. Okay, and then this one is Van Gogh. If you are familiar with Van Gogh paintings, this was really cool. I already opened one and started using it for myself, or I'd have two, but I only have one. That's why I know it's so cool, because I've already used them. That is just stuffed full. This is full of Van Gogh paintings. I love that one right there. The butterflies, and I know it's not getting a very clear picture on it, but here's just a run through of some of them. Just all Van Gogh's paintings of, these are people. There's a first bunch is people, and then there's flowers, outdoors, so botanicals. If you're a fan of Van Gogh paintings, or if you think, even if you're not like that, there's a pool hall. If you think that those images would go well on things that you make, there's one of a child's room. It's a crib and an old-fashioned vintage child's room. There's can't remember what it's called, but there's a famous one that we see a lot. Okay. Okay, I need to write down for the Fred Factor. We had several people on that. Okay, so Glynis got the one Fred Factor, but on the next order, we have Kathy and Scrappy Doodle. Thank you, Kathy, I saw it, I didn't say it, I didn't write it down, so I appreciate that. Shirley, Ivy, Pagoda. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you. It is a pagoda indeed. Kathy, yes. Okay, cool. I got that. All right. So those are all next order. Okay, so Van Gogh, there is only one set of Van Gogh as well. Why does my cursor keep going somewhere else? There we go. Okay, so that's a go for Van Gogh. There's only one, but there is more coming in. I will make that list as well. Ivy, you get Van Gogh. All right. And there's the sticky on it. Ivy, Van Gogh. All right. Next order for Van Gogh. Anybody else want a Van Gogh in with the next order? If not, we'll go to the last one. Okay, this last one is called Victoria. All right. This last one is called Victoria, and it's got a whole variety as well. These look, a lot of them are images like from newspaper or ads way back vintage, like South End Free Art Exhibition, Chicago Sunday Tribune. What's that one? Chocolate Ideal. That's a European one though. There's Boston Festival Orchestra. There's one upside down right there. What is that one? Miss Trommeray. Looks like she plays the piano. So there's just a whole variety in here. You see those cool old ads or newspaper clippings, and these are miniature versions, all in color, like the big posters that they would put up advertising the orchestra or the opera. A lot of those kinds of things. Here's a Harper's Bazaar cover, which is pretty cool. Just a whole variety. I don't know. I just opened that. I don't know why they, like every so often, one's upside down. This one is the Reds of the Midi, an episode of the French Revolution. So they are worldwide. Okay. Smith College there. All right, so this one is called Victoria. And, ooh, you have a Harper's Bazaar book? How cool. That would be really awesome. There's the go on Victoria. There is only one, but I will write down names for next order if there's, okay, let's see. Scrappy Doodle came through first, and then I'm going to write down Carrie and Shirley. I was on one live sale, and people kept saying that they were first. They're looking at their phone and their comment was first, but the person who was running the sale said it went to somebody else. And what I've found out since is that oftentimes your own phone puts yours first before it pulls in the other comments that are all kind of made at the exact same time. And I found in trial and error with a friend, different phones and on different networks, like one Verizon, one T-Mobile. Let me write this down before I forget. This goes to Scrappy Doodle. Okay. That is Victoria. Okay. That depending on the Wi-Fi that we were on or what service we had, depended how quickly those comments came into the chat. And so we would see the people's comments who were claiming the items, we would see them in different orders. And that drove a lot of us crazy. But there's nothing that you can do about that. Okay, let's see. I've got Carrie. I've got Shirley. Just Paper and Bling. Just Paper and Bling. Yvonne, right? Oh, you want a set of fairies if still available. I'll have to go back and look. I think all the fairies went, but let me write that down. Fairies. Well, that doesn't get stuck in here with the Victoria. Who else? Yeah, Keisha, I will have to do that. Vintage travel posters or theater. Other than these little cards, I'm trying to remember. I don't think there are other posters, Ivy, but that I can dig through the stash and see. Yeah, refresh. But I guess my point in saying all that, Keisha, was that the bottom line is that we can only go by the person who's running the sale, what pops up on their computer. You know, that's the only thing that they can go by to try to be fair about it, is the order that it shows up to them, because it could be showing up in 3 different orders to 3 different people. And that's not fun. Okay, here's more fun. I'm going to call this the last thing. I got a whole bunch more, but just because of time, I'm going to call this the last thing, and we'll schedule another one. These are amazing. And I know that there's different amounts of each one, so let me put them together real quickly here. I think these... Okay. Those are the same, and these are probably the same. Okay, so these are rolls of washi tape. However, I think I've got one open that I use right here. I kept it here on purpose to show you, but I think I might have buried it while... Oh, let me just go grab it, because I do want to show you. They're rolls of washi tape, but they're really not strips. What do you say? You don't take it off in strips necessarily like you do washi tape. It is perforated like stamps. Hopefully you can still hear me as I ran across the room there. Okay, so here's my roll that I've been using. And this one is of mushrooms. And I'm going to pull a couple of them up there. So it's washi that I would put down, but they're perforated stamps. So I can pull off a stamp or two. I can pull off one stamp. And because it's washi, it inks really nicely. It is not shiny. It's the flat paper tape washi. And so I can ink the edges really nicely and put it on something. In fact, I think I did. I used these off of this roll, actually, on both of these that I made the other night, the seed packets. There's 6 different mushrooms there, and they all came off of the mushroom roll. So I'm going to stick that up there. And so, like, this one says Vietnam, this one says Cuba, this one says seek. Seek, what you seek is seeking you. I love that one. And no good thing ever dies. Seek, what you seek is seeking you. So some of them have, this one says autumn, vegetable, different things on them, but they're actually made like stamps. Most of them have some kind of canceled postage on them. So they're all the same size, but there's a variety of the size of the image of the mushroom. So some of them, the mushroom take up almost the whole thing. Other times the mushroom's fairly small. So like that one, for example, if you wanted to cut out just the mushroom, it's actually framed. If you didn't want the 10, like the 10 cents in the Cuba, but you wanted that little image of the mushroom, you could cut that right out, which would be perfect. So just so many things you can do with those. But you can see on these how I just used 3 images there. So easy. I love when they're already sticky and I don't have to even use glue on them. Okay, so let me get my roll out of the way. So what I've got before I hit go, there's 3 of the mushroom roll. there is 1, 2, 3 botanical roll, and these are all like, you know, the green botanicals, which are awesome. And this one is, I want to say this one's animals and birds and butterflies. So there's a rabbit in a top hat and a cane with a little jacket. There's the bee, an owl, the butterfly, those types of things. This one is like there's a vintage coffee maker and the vintage coffee, like the iced coffee in the soda shop. And this is a vintage coffee grinder. So some of those, what is that? Oh, that's the top of a cup of coffee, it looks like, with the cream and the heart is swirled in it. So I'm going to say the whole thing is probably coffee related because of the vintage coffee maker here and the cup of coffee right there. I have not opened one of those to check it out yet. I do have some of these I could open to check, but this one you can see the images of, you know what, I'm going to have to get them and open them. Both of these look like that they're vintage ladies. So, okay, this one is, there she is in a mirror. There's botanicals, some pretty flowers and butterflies. There's flowers that have been delivered to someone, and it says a tribute of love. There's flowers with magnolia, and it's like an old stamp, and it says so love. There's a small phrase written in there too that I can't see through the plastic. So that one's got a lot of just vintage and flowers and that type of thing. And this one looks like in me, the tiger sniffs the rose. Is written on that one. There's some European ones. I can see different countries represented in some of these different images. So there are going to be ladies with flowers and that type of thing. You know, different countries. This one is botanicals, but these are where this botanical is mostly just green. This botanical is going to have the color. Some of them will be green, but some of them will have the color of flowers. There's the purple and pink flowers. Okay, so it's a botanical with more color. This is a botanical with more, and see there is color in it, but it's more of the green, the nature colors without the bright colors. We looked at those, and then these two are of people, like Victorian ladies, way vintage ladies, classical pictures, portraits, and children. So they're all going to be of that style. I'll show you this one too because it has different ones showing. A lot of those vintage portraits, from the Victorian era. Hoping that you can see some of that at least. Okay, so let me find the list really quickly. Okay, so these, and I don't know how many are on the roll. I've been using mine, and I don't feel like I've even made a dent. So I know there's a bunch, but I need to either email the manufacturer and ask them how many is on a roll, or open one and count them. Let's see what's going on up here. Have you all seen arguing with the moderator? Oh, I haven't seen any arguing tonight, or if they have, I didn't argue back. So, oh, you mean in other times though? Yes, other times, and that's what's so awesome about Happy Paper people. We are not that kind of people. That's not what we do. So, okay, so where are we down? Okay, so let's do one at a time. I know we have a delay. We're going to call this the last item in the interest of time, and I'll save the other things for the next one. But let's start with the mushrooms. I've got 3 of the mushrooms, and they are $4 per roll. So here is a go for the mushrooms. Where is my paper? Mushrooms. Okay. My sticky note is sticking too well. Okay. Oh, you've already got him down there. Jackie. Well, okay. If you guys want to do that, just say what you want. Claim them, claim whatever you want, and we'll we'll figure out what they're called, huh? Okay, so I've got Jackie. Birds. Are we calling this one birds, Jackie? This one that had the owl on it? Coffee, the vintage ladies, and the flowers. At least I know which one is the vintage ladies. That's this one. Okay. Jackie, is this the one you're calling the birds? That is the one that has the bee and the owl and the bunny. Okay. After Jackie was Scrappy Doodle, you said one of each. And we already got one of those. Okay, and I know I have more of these coming as well. So let me grab the next sticky note. These are Scrappy Doodle. Okay, and then Shirley, Victorian ladies. I'm going to start a list for the next order. Victorian ladies is Shirley. Okay, Ivy, botanical, the birds and animals, and the coffee. Okay, we'll get a list on those. The birds and animals, Ivy, and I'm going to do a separate one on coffee. Ivy, okay. After Ivy was Carrie, the vintage coffee. Coffee, I'm going to add Carrie. Just paper and bling. The bunnies, that was be sure I think that's the same one that we're calling birds and animals is the bunny one, isn't it? Yvonne, I think, pretty sure. And where did it go? That's this one, right? Yeah, it's got the bunny on the top of it. Okay, I'm gonna write down bunny because then we'll remember that's the one on top. And that is just paper and bling. Okay, and after you was Kathy, botanical with the colors. Okay, those are gone. So let me write down. These are going here. Okay, I need one for. We're going to call that one the flowers because they are more flowers with color. Okay, Kathy. And Debbie, you want the botanical, that's the green, not the colored flowers, right? The botanical. So I've got Debbie with that one. Okay, got that one set aside for you. Carrie, the other botanical. Okay, that one's set aside for you. Just paper and bling. So the vintage coffee. It's Yvonne, right? Just paper and bling. Okay, and the vintage ladies, just paper and bling. The bunny, got that one, and the Victorian ladies. There we go. Okay, and who's after her? Jackie said yes. Thank you, Jackie. Scrappy Doodle, I'll wait on all until later if it's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 set aside here for you, Scrappy Doodle. Was Scrappy Doodle, is there anything you had that you already have to wait for? I think you were one of the first in, so you got all 6 of these. Because if you don't have to wait for any others, I would just as soon send you, because you were first in, all of those instead of sending you part of them and still needing to order part. It'll be easier to keep track of. Just paper, yes, birds and animals. Okay, cool. Paper petals, cancel, second botanical. Is there any more of the green botanical? I have 1 green botanical set aside for you, Carrie. The first botanical is the flowers, the colorful. Did you want one of those too? That's okay. Yeah, it's after midnight. Oh, I think, okay, so I have the colored one for Jackie and I have a color one for Scrappy Doodle. I'm going to go back. I just want to make sure that I saw them in the correct order. Okay, Jackie, can you please confirm for me? You have ladies/flowers. Does that mean the ladies and the flowers, or the ladies with the flowers? I might have messed that up right from the beginning by assuming that that was 2. If you can confirm that, Jackie. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Good to see you here. Sylvia, still heavy breathing over here. Okay, let me pull that paper back out, but I want to make sure I have all this straight. The only thing I need, Jackie, Jackie. Okay, Jackie, you said 1 roll of the bird, 1 roll of the coffee, 1 roll of the vintage ladies right here, and then the flowers right there. Is that correct? Those are the 4 I have set aside for you, and I just want to know if that's correct. Because if that's correct, I can get everything else in the next order. And Carrie, I have this set aside for you, but if you would rather have the botanicals with the colored flowers on them, I can certainly get that one. So would you rather have the colored botanicals, not the green botanicals? Okay, we got to wrap up here. And I'm going to go back and read the chat just to make sure I've got everything correct. Okay, so here we are. If you will email me at maryannscraftdesign@gmail.com and include you're right, Carrie. You are right, Carrie. Okay. Yeah, lesson learned. Include your YouTube name and your real name if it's different. Include your PayPal email address and include your mailing address. And then if you'll answer these 2 questions, because there's going to be a gift in with everybody's order. Do you own a manual die cutting or embossing machine? And if so, what brand? and then what is your primary interest or interests right now? Which craft are you most working on, or do you want to learn that is new to you? And examples are card making, junk journaling, scrapbooking, mixed media, all of them. Want to learn one of them, whichever it is. So if you can shoot me an email with those things on it. And if you don't have something, this will be in YouTube, so you'll be able to go back and look at it. Fast forward, well, at the very beginning, I put this up, so you can go look at this at the very beginning, or fast forward to the end, either way, or shoot me a message on Facebook or through the group, and I can give you any of that information that we need. And I'm going to get these all out right away as soon as I get those emails from you. I'm hoping to get those from you within 24 hours so I can get your invoices back and get these in the mail. I don't want to wait when I order something. I want it right away. So I like to get them mailed out right away to you. So everything else we'll just push off till next time, because there's just not time to do everything on one night. And we will have a note taker next time. We'll make this go faster because we won't have the technology delay. We'll have the equipment. So good night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks, Debbie. Carrie, I saw your last message there. I'm going to keep you on this green botanical right there. And I am going to order some more of the colored flowers. Good night, Keisha. Stay safe. Everybody stay safe. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your participation. Good night, Jackie and Glennis, Sylvia, Carrie, Scrappy Doodle. Get everybody. Ivy probably already left. If not, good night, Ivy. Good night, John Boy. Just Paper and Bling. We will see you all again soon. We'll see you on the Happy Paper People Facebook group and the YouTube site. Sharon and I are always putting up new tutorials on there. So, and we'll do another one of these soon, but I'm going to wait until that equipment comes so that we don't have the technology delay. So thanks, everybody. Good night. Be safe. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.